think we should be live. Jugga! Willie! Yeah! Woo! Alright, y'all. Good to be back. I am excited for this stream. I got my boy Turd Ferguson with me tonight. We're going to make fun of some pedofilers. And...
What's up, everybody?
There he is! The good old Turd. Oh, yeah. If y'all would, hit that like, subscribe. This is the bell to get the notifications when I go live. And let's get into it.
What do you have for us today, Falkor?
We got the fabulous, magnificent Long Beach sting going on for us tonight. Actually, I am doing something new tonight that I haven't done in a while. As you can tell.
Long Beach was Long Beach the first sting? What was the first sting?
I don't know what was the first sting, honestly. Honestly, I think California might have been the first.
New Jersey, maybe?
Or Florida was. I know, like wherever they were just running the entire time. Whenever they would come in and then they would run and then there was no police. But then they were like, we need the police back. We need to actually have police here for this.
That was where that dude got popped twice at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah! Yeah!
Naked dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy. That wanted a cat or something.
I feel like that was like East Coast for some reason. Like
no, that was like the
Jersey
or that was like Jersey or New York.
New Jersey, maybe. Yeah.
New Jersey.
Riverside.
Yeah. So we're going to be in Long Beach today. And we're going to be starting off with the that guy. That vampire guy that likes to cut your I want to suck your blood guy.
I like rape guy.
Yeah.
I like rape.
Oh yeah. Nigga. Oh yeah. He has a great screen name of "Can I rape you anally?"
Is that what his name was?
Yeah. I don't know why I'm laughing. Like, good God, why would he have a name like that? Can I rape you anally?
Like, really throws it out there.
It's like, good God, we're really going in for this, I guess.
Yeah, it's going for the punch. He's like, I don't want to leave anything out. I want to make sure who I'm talking to understands what's about to happen.
We're getting right to the point, I guess. All right, let's get into this.
You act like this is some big joke here.
These were people that were in the shadows, and now they have been exposed.
My seasoned detectives and myself were shocked at what we saw happening.
I believe that we would have had some young child sexually abused.
Dateline's groundbreaking series is back.
I'm not a really predator.
So can you share a screen with me?
Just a pretend predator.
Men targeting children online.
A field trip in Florida.
So you drove 60 miles to see a 14-year-old girl.
A repeat rendezvous in California.
What's up, brother?
Oops.
Welcome with
and
Turd
arrest
Ferguson.
after arrest after arrest.
Oh my God!
Put your hands
Oh
the
my God!
latest series that's changed laws and lives.
If Dateline had not been there, there could have been 51 victims.
Through a click of a mouse, your child can go visit and talk to people that they've never talked to.
It's time for all of us to wake up.
Chris Hansen goes coast to coast to catch a predator. Thanks for joining us. I'm Stone Phillips.
And I'm Ann Curry. More than 2 years and now more than 260 men caught as we launch a new series of reports concerning online predators.
This time, our investigation begins in Long Beach, California. And this time, someone's gone online to post
can you share your screen through
hidden cameras
Discord?
in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But think that stopped these men? A reminder, some of what you're about to hear and see is explicit. Here's Chris Hansen.
What do we have coming up right now? That's our avalanche. That's our 12.
I'm echoing.
We've always been aware that the men coming into our undercover houses could be dangerous.
Now stay there. We don't want to send you out yet. We just don't.
But as we set up our To Catch a Predator operation in Long Beach, California, the very first man who arrives has us especially worried.
Whoa, hold on. Here he comes. He's coming. Head to position 3.
29-year-old Michael Warwicker, an unemployed computer technician, uses the frightening
Is that the camera? That was the camera under the leaf.
He thinks he's coming to meet a girl who said she was 13.
Okay, open up the door.
What Warwicker apparently doesn't know is he's really been chatting with an adult decoy from Perverted Justice. That's an online watchdog group Dateline uses as a consultant to do what it normally does. Go into chat rooms, mostly on Yahoo and AOL, set up computer profiles, and in this case, pretend to be children under the age of 14 who are interested in sex.
Okay, that's cool.
In his online chat, Warwicker tells the decoy maybe we should hook up, and says he would like to have anal sex with her. The decoy says, ouch, I think that would hurt a lot. Warwicker responds,
off the bat.
Yeah, but it's...
Right off the bat, bro.
It's like, are you in for that? Is that like what you're here for too?
Within like a couple minutes. Oh my god.
It's a good thing, you know. Now, Warwicker is at the door.
He's already there.
Youngish looking 18-year-old decoy playing the girl who's supposed to be home alone.
Can you sit down?
And it's time for me to have a chat with him.
Can you sit down? Creepy
Though
guy.
my arrival doesn't seem to faze him one bit.
This is Punch, right?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Not at
That's
all.
blood.
Hanging out.
Hanging out.
Yes. And I knew that this was a setup because this was too convenient for this.
What was too convenient?
A chat room and just talking about everything.
And
that,
how
she did.
comfortable you are right now, sir.
Well, he knew it was a
She
setup.
said she was 13, but
He's got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, he had nothing to worry about.
Come over here and meet
It's like it'd be one thing if he didn't realize, he didn't know this is a setup already.
Yeah.
He'd be worried.
That's what I
You'd be
told her.
totally shocked right now.
But remember, we have his chat log, where he writes to someone who
Wait a
says she's
minute.
a 13-year-old
You have my chat
female,
log?
I like rape. She responds, creepy.
I
Walker
like rape.
explains that he doesn't really want to rape her, just
Very-
rough sex. I want you to
Who says
resist
that?
and pretend you didn't want it and stuff.
What kind of a guy?
Like, this guy's even worse than Lauren.
Can I rape
Like
you
legit.
anally?
Like
Like
his
right off
responses.
the
Do you
bat.
think rape is funny?
No.
Then
Yes,
why
he
would
does.
you do this?
It's just something that I
Well,
like
he
to
grew up
put
in
myself
a
into
weird
that role
age.
and
Well,
talk about
not a
it,
weird
you
age.
know?
Well,
What
I'm
age
not
did he
sure.
grow up in? The medieval time?
I don't even know.
Which times did he?
I don't even
Which
know
times
where
did he
I
grow
was
up
going.
in?
I
might
am
want to
sorry.
cut you
I
a
don't
little,
even know where
suck on your blood, laugh out loud.
I was like,
He's
during
all-
that
he
time,
grew up in the
that
he grew up in
time
the
frame-
caveman.
That
He grew up in the
time frame-
caveman era when rape was acceptable and all you needed was a club and a woman and you got what you needed. It was a different time when this fella was out there. Not today.
I meant like during like this time frame, like what was it, like 05, something like that.
You can see in his face
04?
he's starting to get a little more concerned about this conversation.
He really is.
Like he was very comfortable before. He's starting to. You can see it in his eyes there. He's like, I don't like where this is headed.
He was like this was the time. This was like the peak time of like calling people online, like in like Halo 2 lobbies, like fucking, I'll fucking rape you. I'm just saying. But
I don't remember that.
I do.
I never had an Xbox. I'm a PlayStation kid. We have class. We have standards over on
over on the
PlayStation.
Xbox, it was like Halo 2 lobbies. It was like a fucking onslaught. Like it was relentless, bro. It was like ruthless over there. Like even like the Call of Duty lobbies over on Xbox, like at the time too. That was going on. It was like, bro, like fucking high right now. I'm just like going on a fucking weird tangent right now.
A little bit of pain here and there, you know.
You had girl friends who enjoy it a little bit.
God damn it, I love myself.
Conversation like this and actually met somebody to fulfill this rape fantasy.
No.
Never.
No. He's like, no, never. No, I just think it's
I don't know why.
Fun. Having a chat that went somewhat like
just fun, just for fun.
Oh yeah.
Raping. And just shove it in
oh
your
yeah.
And it hurt pretty bad. You wouldn't do anything, would you? Yeah, I would scream and try to hit you. Well, yeah, like this is somebody's joke here.
Well, sir,
I mean, these are your words, not mine. I'm not making this up, right? This is the stuff you said.
That's correct.
To somebody who said she was a 13-year-old girl.
Yes.
What do you do for
living? Actually, right now, I'm unemployed. I got a small inheritance a year ago and sort of took a break, but I'm also on money now.
Time to get back to work.
It's back to work.
Walker tells me he's brought along a scary movie to watch with the girl, a video camera, and lubricant.
Video cam.
Is this any way for a 29-year-old man to behave?
No.
You ever watch Dateline NBC?
Sometimes.
I'm Chris
seen it.
With Dateline and we're doing a story on adults who try to pick up young boys and girls online for sex. If there's anything else you want to tell us about why you're here and what you're doing, we'd like to hear it. If
See this one they
walk out the door you came in.
See this one they kind of missed the mark.
Getting into position.
Like they don't show you don't get to see the you don't see the real cameras moving into position.
An attempted lewd act upon a child.
And that's
like that is really the best part.
To have sex with someone under the age of 14
like the best part is like they get his reaction and the giant cameras in the picture at the same time. That's
he's the first.
Yeah, I like it when they show like everyone
will be arrested by the Long Beach Police Department over the next 3 days.
I mean, they all came in, but you couldn't see any of their ginormous cameras.
You'll see a first for us.
I love that.
Someone
there he is!
At one of our earlier investigations, unbelievably, shows up for another visit.
You know, you look familiar to me.
Oops. 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 Oops.
Did I do that?
Oops. Did I do that?
Hi, how are you?
This is the third time we've set up an undercover
come on
house
in
California.
Oh yeah, come on in.
Police, it's a big operation. Sergeant Lee DeBrabander is in charge.
Dude, this guy has the best
alone was
chin.
A huge event. We had
Chin
surveillance
strap.
all over
Yeah,
the place and undercover
He
vehicles.
hates these guys.
Arrest team in place.
You can tell by his
In
face.
excess of 25
They know
officers
Texas
at any
Ranger.
given time.
And it's challenging for us as well.
hang with
As
the
potential
Texas
predators become aware of our investigations.
I hate them.
Look
They
at this
stink.
posting on the
I hate
Craigslist
predators
website,
of all kinds.
presumably warning
I
internet
hate
predators
predators.
that Dateline is in Long Beach.
Should do
And
like
on
what
our
you can
first
do in
day,
Red Dead
some
Redemption
show up,
2, hog
but
tie him
never
and
come in the
then
door.
tie him behind, tie him behind your horse and ride him through town.
Like this man, who doesn't like what he sees and
pedophile.
pulls a U-turn.
Is a pet, and then like staple on top of their forehead, like in Staples. Be like, I'm a pedophile.
I like the old they tar and feather them. That'd be a nice one.
Awesome. All right, I'll be right back.
This man might have gotten a look at our camera crew behind
Stacy
that curtain.
Steele! My favorite Canadian chick!
Can you do me
Maybe a
favor?
stoning.
Really quick. Can you pour me a drink
Stone
and I'll be right
pedophiles.
back?
That looks pretty rough
Like
in
2 seconds.
whatever
I
movie I
promise.
saw
Wait,
somebody get
stop.
stoned in
Come on,
recently.
don't
It's
you wanna
pretty
hang out in the hot
looked
tub?
pretty freaking hardcore.
Or it could be that they've seen our investigations and become suspicious.
Hey, girl.
Put your hands up. Put your hands
No!
up. On your knees.
Oh my god. Oh.
But in the case of this
Like a
man,
surprise.
we know
That was like a
exactly
surprise
why he
party.
doesn't
Oh my
come in the
god, no!
31-year-old Matthew Bland, screen name Bland Matthew, chatted online with someone who says he's 13 years old. Bland
my
asks
God.
the boy, really an adult decoy, if he's ever had sex before, and explains the other
Hey,
sexual
Turd.
act.
I have a question for
Yeah.
you.
I have an answer. for you.
I wonder how many of these guys were on the Epstein Island.
These guys?
Yeah.
No. These are the cannon fodder.
Oh
These are
yeah.
the guys that put cover down for those guys. These are broke ass.
Oh yeah.
These
They
are
weren't good
losers.
enough. They weren't good enough.
These are not hanging out with billionaires, guys.
They weren't good enough to go to Pedo
These are your
Island.
back alley dirty
Actually
predators.
says he will perform on the teen. He also sends along
There's no
a
promise
picture
of
his
money in the
genitals.
future.
But when Bland Bland approaches our house hoping to meet a boy. We mistakenly send our female decoy to meet him.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, is Timothy here?
Timothy?
Oh my God.
I don't think
They
so.
would love to be there, though.
They would.
5278.
Like Bill Clinton.
My apologies, I must have gotten the wrong address. Thank you.
He has the right address, but remember, according to his chat, he was expecting a young boy. Bland tries to leave, but the Long Beach police have another plan.
Long Beach police, put your hands up. Stop right there. Stop.
Tase him! Shoot him!
Turn around.
Even though Bland didn't come inside, his explicit online chat
Right
and showing up at
outside.
the house are enough for him to be charged with one count of an attempted
That's
lewd
right,
assault
James.
on a child. He later pleaded
I mean,
no
that's right, Rick.
contest.
I think this is,
They didn't. None of them. Not one of them said
In
they
our
never meant to do
undercover
it.
house, other men keep arriving.
I didn't mean to do
His
it.
name's Maddie.
This is
Like,
Matthew
Lauren
Nash,
didn't even mean to
a
do it. These
36-year-old
guys,
musician.
they're way
Oh,
worse.
James
Sugar
Cook, we'll
Davis.
get the Lauren.
He drove about
I'm
an
telling
hour
you,
to
we'll
get
get the
here.
Lauren.
How you doing? Good.
Nash was
Yeah,
told
these
he
guys
was
can't
chatting
afford
online with a
Epstein Island.
13-year-old girl,
That's exactly.
getting naked in a hot tub with her, smoking marijuana, and putting oil all over each other's bodies. That's
Oh,
apparently
yeah.
why he's decided to come inside.
And they got no reason to blackmail them.
Are
They're
you
like,
excited? Hey, I'm excited.
That's it?
Yay.
Yay.
they'd love to be it. They would love to go to Epstein Island,
Oh, yeah.
but they would never be
Did you bring
even
any?
considered.
No?
You didn't bring your drawing?
Yeah, Lauren was messed up at the time.
Yeah, Lauren was messed up at that.
Outside,
remember
the
that.
Long Beach police are
It's
waiting.
like the guy that
At the
likes rape.
processing
That
center,
guy.
investigators
I mean,
find condoms,
you gotta
baby
admit
oil,
he
and a
wasn't a
vibrator in that
hypocrite.
bag Nash was carrying.
So
And he tells
Yeah,
the
yeah.
police he's
he had
married.
that going for him.
He does.
13 years. Ever been caught doing this before? No.
Getting kids.
It's like he
Is
just
she
came
aware
right
of
out and
this?
said it.
Type of
He
behavior?
just
Yes.
came
He
right
also
out of the
tells
gate.
police he and his wife have been to counseling
I like rape.
because he's met other
I like
non-moms
grape.
for
I like graping.
Sergeant DeBray-Bander says the consequences
I like the
of arrests
grape you
like
ate
this
Italy.
one impact suspect's family.
Those are the people I really feel sorry for. They had no idea. It was totally out of their
I'm
control.
telling you, this
And now,
detective
because
with
of the
his
actions
fucking
of this one
that, like,
person,
that
you
chin
know, they're
beard.
affecting all these other people.
That's
who
also
they're
true,
supposed to love and
James.
care for.
He doesn't accept his
Nash pleaded not
responsibility.
guilty
never
to
does.
one
Anything.
count of an attempted
For
lewd
anything he
act on a
does,
child.
Lauren never accepts
Okay, go out to position 2 and wave him in.
In the
And you know
meantime,
he's
it's
he
getting
totally
busy
he's
at the
totally
house.
into
Oh, this
rape,
dude.
probably.
I love this
Lauren's
guy.
just as dirty. He just hides that part
Yeah.
of
Like
himself.
24-year-old
Look at this
Sullivan
guy.
Galliano,
Look at
running
this
up in
dude.
his customized Nissan
Lambo
Altima.
doors.
Hey, come on in.
Trying to impress
Sorry,
his
I still have to do my hair.
13-year-old.
Just
Coming up in an
can you,
Altima with the Lambo doors.
Galliano, who works installing custom stereo systems, chatted online using the screen name Nismo05.
Like I put these doors on myself.
The girl who said she was 13. He asks
The
if
best
she's a
part is he
virgin,
says
and if she's
Nismo
tried oral
350Z
sex,
or
and he
something.
says he'll lick her all over her body.
And he doesn't have a
Alright, I'll be
Nismo
right back,
350Z. He came up in a fucking Altima.
It's quite a car you've got out there.
Thanks.
He's
Joe
like,
C.
oh yeah.
What do you got going on today?
I'm just gonna keep pouring.
We're just
Hanging
chilling out, you know?
And
What are you up
you
to?
were gonna come here to
Are you your
hang out
dad
today?
or something?
Dude, look at these elephant ear fucking
I gotta pick up some of my
collars that
stuff,
he
so
wears.
she just told me she lived down here too.
Who is she?
Well, I met her a couple of days ago.
Yeah, and where did you meet her?
Online.
Online. And how old is she?
At the grocery store?
She told me she was
The
16,
grocery-
17.
She told you that she was 16 or 17.
Drunk up.
Now, you know
Lauren
that's
has a
not true.
PhD
How
in
old is she?
rape class.
She told me 13. And I was like, are you sure you
At
want to
this
talk?
point, he
She's
does.
Like, yeah, sure.
So that 16, 17 thing was a lie you just told me.
Well, at first I thought, no, I think
Like he's gonna be
you're
like
16,
teaching the
17, you look
class
16,
by the time
17.
he gets out.
You know, I
And be like, dude,
read the chat log.
you've been in here
Okay.
You asked
longer
for
than
it.
Bro,
anyone else has ever
they'd be
taken
like-
class.
Yeah, she told
Be
me
like,
she's
bro, you could
Then
like
we hear the same
teach this
story
class
we've
by
heard
this
many
point.
times before.
Because I never chatted with anybody like that.
So this
That
is
young.
the first time you ever
First
chatted
time.
with somebody. Yeah.
First time.
Did you bring condoms?
Oh
I
yeah.
carry 'em- well, I put 'em in
Oh,
the
you did a carry 'em.
You have condoms in your car.
Yeah.
What does that say about your intent here?
No, well,
It's-
I wasn't
So weird. It's always in the car.
Right, or you could see how things go and go out to the car and get them in case somebody caught you here.
You would think when you get laid, you want to get laid, they would be on you at all times.
Just figured out his little scheme on him. He's all like,
Most of the time I'm working.
Well, it's something you've got to know.
I'm also working.
And that is, I'm Chris Hansen.
I'm just a hardworking guy, Chris.
And we're doing a story on adults who try to meet.
Oh, here we go, bro.
Kids
we got the camera.
For sex.
We got the cameras.
Does with an apology.
Even though like the
and talk to
this is like zoomed in a little more than it needs to be.
Girl or
than the
person.
original.
Yeah, just like the other men,
like
Galliano will be charged with one count of an attempted lewd act upon a child.
Yeah, we would be seeing the cameras right now.
He doesn't have a good reaction anyway.
No, not exciting.
He just accepts his fate.
Yeah.
All right.
That's because right out front is the next man you're going to meet.
Oh, it's the next.
Oh, it's all these like foreign people coming in. Oh, so please, I just came for the bob. Bob's in the machine.
What is it called?
And there will be other men. Some who apparently want to make a day of it.
So like, what's up?
Father of three
He's like, you know she's 13. He's like, yeah, I know, yeah, get out of here.
Awesome. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh.
He's like, get out of here. Yeah, I know she's 13.
I just gave
Pick
him.
rocks, buddy. He's like,
yeah, go fuck off.
I didn't know. I just come for the bob. It's just she
came for the bob.
It's busy at our undercover house in Long Beach, California.
She says she's
Violence!
He's getting out of the car.
Just stay
Violence!
tight and we'll go to the front door.
Is this guy caught?
We asked our previous suspect to go out the bathroom so it wouldn't scare off our next visitor.
Hi, how you doing? Come on in.
He's Paul Clemente, a 22-year-old college student from San Diego. Clemente spoke online with someone he thought was a 13-year-old girl. At first, Clemente says she's too young, but soon asks her if she's had sex and what position she's used. Finally, he gets down to business.
So when's the time I could come to your house? Of course when your mom is not around. I'm asking when, so we can go out.
Clemente asks if she's had sex in a hot tub.
Who's that guy that reads for him? I like the last guy.
Yo, Stacy, is that really?
Along this picture of his penis.
So Lauren's going to Canada?
Really surprises us.
You're gonna be my first.
Annie? Well, Canada, I guess, yeah. Canada.
Well, Canada accept a pedophile.
He's a virgin. The 22-year-old virgin is in the house.
All right, can you pour me a drink really fast? Thanks. Awesome. Yeah, I'm just gonna go get my hair ready. I'll be right back.
Take your time.
How did the hell did you know that, James
Take
Cook?
your time.
So you
How the hell did you know that?
How you doing?
You just read my mind.
I'm sorry.
Please have a seat.
I'm sorry.
What were you doing here?
What?
She said so excited to see me.
She said she was excited to see you.
Yeah.
She's so excited. That was like one of those like Indonesians or like Filipino dudes.
Outside, the Long Beach police decide this is a good time to sneak into the backyard and arrest our earlier visitor.
Jamie Amy. I think she lives in Canada.
If he says he
That's
didn't
what
say
it is.
anything bad, what about what he showed her?
So
Like
didn't
the
those
picture of his
don't
genitals?
those the couple
I want
didn't
to
they
show
live
you
there?
something.
Sir, please.
You sent her that photograph.
I don't know.
Sir,
Is that? Did you send that to her?
I don't know either.
To somebody who
I
sent
kind of felt like they did.
Why did you think that was an okay thing to do?
Sir, she said it's okay.
She said it's okay. So because
He does like a
Warren can't
Dustin.
even leave Maine, and he's going to Canada.
I'm not a really bad person, sir. Please.
It seems.
As for that claim
Where
that
is
he
he going,
didn't say anything
Montreal?
bad online, what about telling her he'll
Or
perform
Ottawa?
oral sex on her, or asking if she's ever
Like
had anal
Montreal's
sex?
like right there.
Have you ever
Canada's pretty
had
loose with their
conversations like this with
travelers.
teenage girls? on
Apparently
the
with pedophiles.
For the first time. You know, I hear that a lot. Can you imagine why I'm a little skeptical on that?
Sir,
I mean, I guess I can understand America being like, oh yeah, you can definitely go to Canada.
Oh yeah, we just opened the border for everyone. We just opened the border for like.
And as we suspected,
Here,
when his
terrorists.
doctors
Moving around
covered
our
his face,
states.
he knows
Here,
there are
let's
cameras
bring
in
in
the
all
house.
the terrorists,
watch
all the
television?
fucking the invasion of all hell.
You know.
No, they're sending Lauren over there. They're like, hey, you can go to
seen the show on
Canada.
television?
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
But
away
go
with
to
you.
any other country.
And you know what the show
Yeah,
is called?
away
I don't
with
want your
you.
pedophile here. So.
Daylight
Yeah,
One.
away with you, Lauren.
To catch a predator.
Yeah, they send Newfoundland. There you go.
Sir, I'm not a pretty predator, sir, but I'm just.
You're not a real predator.
No, sir.
Just a pretend predator.
No, I'm just curious.
Yeah, maybe.
A curious predator.
Maybe Sue,
I'm
but
not a really predator,
Sue's
sir.
So you saw
Sue's
those
tainted by Roy.
Then you probably know that I'm Chris Hansen with
Really?
Dateline NBC, and you know the story we're doing.
Yes, sir.
So, if there's anything else you'd like to tell us?
This guy.
We'd like to hear it. If not,
He's
you
like
can walk
pulling
away.
that.
Pedo bus lines.
Just.
I'm sorry.
And since he knows about our investigation,
Pedo bus.
he probably knows what to expect when he steps outside.
UPBL.
This guy is like pulling that that one dude.
Clementi was arrested and charged with an attempted lewd act upon a child. Later pleaded not guilty. Both he and our earlier suspect, who was in the
dude down in
backyard,
Florida.
are led away to be processed.
Go to position 2. Open
Dustin Schumacher.
Back at the undercover
name
house,
is. Oh, yeah.
a copy machine
Yeah, that's
technician
what
and
he
father
was
of
like,
three is
this,
coming
like,
to the door.
Filipino
he
dude
thinks
was
he's
like
going to
pulling
meet
his
a
like shirt over
13-year-old for sex
his head before
and
he did.
lunch.
He did it first.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Oh, he was the Bob.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy was the Bob.
Meet 44-year-old Robert Salinas, screen name
Here's
Bob
Bob.
1028.
He was Bob in
2001.
Virgin.
The decoy online told him she was 13 years old. In his chat,
thank you.
Salinas
Come
seems to
again.
know what he's planning to do is wrong.
I could get in trouble for making love to a minor.
So it's all the more disturbing
Oh,
when he
there it is.
asks if he can perform oral sex
Oh,
on
he
her
knows.
and
He knows what he's
inquires,
doing.
Do you
Yeah,
masturbate?
he was a
He tells
He
the
was a
decoy
bum.
he'll come by
Dirty
before he picks up
scumbag.
his
He was
child
a
at
bum.
karate, and that he'll bring sandwiches and dessert.
Maybe I'll
It's
bring
that other
ice cream.
guy, the one that's like that shows up with the. There's two of them there, and the other guy has to
You can lick
explain
it
to
off
him.
me.
He's all,
Oh,
"No,
yeah.
dude, we're in trouble."
He's
And the
apparently
guy's
a
like,
man of his word.
He's like, what?
Sandwiches?
He's like, what?
Awesome. I'll be right back.
like, this is bullshit.
Oh yeah, that's the other dude that wanted to be like treated like a dog.
What
That showed up.
did you bring?
Chicken.
Chicken.
I forgot the guy's name,
so
but he
you're just
was
gonna come
like
over and have
the
a little
guy
picnic
that
today?
wanted
Was that the
to
plan?
be
Yeah,
like treated like
go
a
back to
dog
work.
and shit.
And go
Like
back to
had a
work. Where do you work?
collar
I
on.
work at
and
copy
everything.
service. We service copy machine.
Copy machines. Yeah. And how long have you worked there?
20
Oh,
years.
Michael Schumacher. I thought it was
And so you
Dustin
left the office
Schumacher.
today to come over here to.
It's
Oh,
Michael
this guy's
Schumacher.
not foreign.
Oh,
This guy's been
so you
in
had some
America
spare
for
time
20
while you're
years.
doing a service call.
He knows what he's doing.
Stop by and
John.
see your 13-year-old girlfriend you met online.
He's
Yeah.
he's
First
That's a nice,
I knew it.
nice
still-
pedophile
You know,
mustache
yeah.
she's got there too.
And
He's really fitting the stereotype.
That's like
Salinas
the
says he
Jared
drove by
Fogle.
twice before
I
coming in,
fucking
and
knew
admits
it
he's
from
chatted online before
the
with
very
people who
beginning,
said
like
they were
right out the
underage.
bat, like my
Do you
gut
have children?
instinct was
Yes, I
like
do.
this guy.
And
is
how old are
off.
your kids?
I have a 16 boy.
And then
He's
come
got
to
a
find
straight
out,
caterpillar mustache.
Okay, so 11, 12, and 16.
fucking Jared Fogle.
And this girl said she was 13. Right. If one of your kids was home alone,
Fucking
and you were out
pedophile.
working someplace, and a guy came over to visit one of your kids, would you be comfortable with that?
No, I know. That was my thing was
So why is it okay for you to do it?
it's not okay. No, you're right.
He
you know,
really
it's not
does
okay.
have that
I
caterpillar
deserve what you do to me,
mustache.
but-
Yeah, this dude really fits the.
He has a
pedophile
hairy one. He has that
profile.
very
Well, what do
hairy
you think should happen?
caterpillar.
Yeah, Bob's Burger
I think
style.
you should look after me. I wanna
Bob
do it,
Burger
watch me
style.
very closely. I
Hey,
want
just
to
watch
do it,
me.
I
I'm
can report
gonna
you
not
guys, or-
pedophile anybody.
you know.
Like,
I
just
was thinking
watch
like
me.
Randy Marsh.
Maybe I need this as a wake up.
I'm gonna give you my. I'm gonna give you my ID, and you just
I'm Chris
keep track of
Hansen
me.
with Dateline NBC.
Yeah.
We're doing a story on adults who try to meet children online for sex.
There they
If there's
come.
anything
There's
else
the
you'd like to
cameras.
tell us about your situation. We'd
Hey,
like to hear
he's
it.
like,
If
oh,
not, you
shit.
are obviously
The size, the sheer size of
able
those
to walk out the
cameras.
front door, you can.
Like the 70 porno stash.
Salinas takes his lunch
I mean,
to
they're
go.
busting out like
It is
a
greeted rather
3 foot
cordially
long
by the Long Beach
camera,
police.
like a big tall boy. It's like on shoulder mount.
I would
There's like
so.
4 of them.
I could
Salinas is
so
charged
pull
with
that
an
off.
attempted lewd act upon
Except
a
I,
child.
well, I could do
Later,
like
he
break
pleaded
it,
not
break
guilty.
it, break it,
Coming
break it,
up,
break
a
it.
man who lives just a bike
Fall.
ride away. He's coming to meet this decoy.
What's going
I think
on?
he's better than Biden.
Oh, yeah, that is
He's
true.
told
Anyone's
he's
better
just
than Biden.
13 years old.
Just when you thought he was gonna lose it.
Before you thought you were
Do you want
gonna
me
lose
to
it.
call for him? Or where is he? Come on in. How was the drive?
Good.
We hired this 18-year-old
It's creepy.
actress as a decoy, here pretending to be a 12-year-old alone in our
Jace
undercover
Cook,
house.
I will do that
The man who's
since
coming
you
to visit
nicely
her is
requested
29-year-old James Cisneros. His screen name
At
is
some point.
too graphic to say on television.
Probably next
Almost
stream
right
next
off the
week.
bat, Cisneros asks an apparent 12-year-old online.
Since you did,
You like
since
sex?
you nicely said that,
Me
I will
too.
do that for you,
You
my
want to
friend.
hang out tonight if you're not busy?
She tells
Brandon.
Cisneros that he can't come over now because her mother is home.
Oh, can you sneak off late tonight? And
Little
we can get a
house on the-
hotel and I'll drop you off and you can sneak back in.
What for?
Sex.
You heard that right. He wants
Not
to
going
take
very
someone
far.
he thinks is a 12-year-old to a
Laura's-
hotel for sex.
Laura's porn
But the
equals
decoy won't budge,
Little House
so
on the
Cisneros
Prairie.
gives in and shows up at the house.
I made a drink. I don't know
Laura
if you wanna
Ingalls.
try it or not. It's Kool-Aid.
Is this regular Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
And he comes prepared.
So what are you doing? Did you bring condoms?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So you better believe it.
Oh, you damn well believe it. I'm just gonna walk towards you
He's
awkwardly.
all,
the drink there.
hey, y'all keep stepping back. So why you keep moving away from me?
Yeah.
Chris Hansen.
I'm trying to like show you these awesome condoms I bought. Who's this
No,
guy?
it's all good, bro.
Is this your-
James Cook.
Is this your boyfriend?
Chill.
Is this your fucking boyfriend?
Having a good time?
And how old is she?
Y'all tries to fight Chris Hansen.
Yeah, throw it down with
But
Chris.
as I refresh his memory with his
Oh, is this your
online
boyfriend?
chat,
Huh?
She's like, what?
Cisneros decides
It's
our
like
this
trying
guy.
to,
is
like
over.
trying to grab him and shit. Like trying to grab Chris. Like trying to grab him and
Chris
start
Hansen with
wailing
Dateline
on
ABC,
him
and we're doing a
like a
story on
hockey
adults
fight.
who meet kids
Like, I
on the
just
internet.
came here to protect her. I thought you were a pedophile, Chris.
Lord, what's a
I
Laura
like-
Eagles?
The Long Beach police take
I only
Cisneros to
came
their
to save
processing
her.
center.
You don't think about the age. You just think about doing
Sergeant Lee DeBrabander
Oh,
of the
violence.
Long
About
Beach
the
Police.
age?
treated
What
like
kind of
that.
What he did
person
was wrong.
says that?
But he has
You don't
this
think about the
overriding
age. It's
problem
just
in his
sex, you
mind.
know. I'm just trying to.
He needed to
I don't even
hell
care.
says
She could have been
that?
7.
Cisneros
She could have been
pleaded
7. I
not
didn't
guilty
even
to
know.
lewd acts
Wasn't
of
a big
Could've
deal
been
to me.
7.
I think that
Could have
was
been.
Walker. Definitely. That
Something
was
like
Walker.
that
There he
along
is.
the lines.
As in our previous
As long as
investigation,
she
some of the
says
men who arrived
whatever.
aren't coming to meet
Look at
girls.
this guy.
Clear.
Could have had like the hair,
And
There
like
he
the
is.
sweaty
for that,
balls.
this decoy
Gonna have
is a
There's Joe.
21-year-old actor
his
pretending
bike
to
up.
be a
What how
13-year-old
sweaty this
boy.
guy is.
Hey, come on in. Tommy, nice to meet you. What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
So why don't you
This
call
is
me,
the
son?
best.
Meet
I
39-year-old
will throw it down with anyone. This guy is the best decoy that they ever had. I will genuinely say that.
Old Rob Culbertson, a computer web
And I'll
designer with
throw
the
it
screen
down
name
with
Red
anyone.
Barbie 2. He's been chatting online with someone
I
who
like
says
Nelly.
he's 13.
Like Nervous Nelly the
Culbertson
best.
lies about his age.
I
and
like
says
him
He's 40.
the
And
best.
just like that earlier man, Culbertson tries
But
to
he
get
actually
the boy
gets
out
the
of his house.
like some of these
You wanna come
guys
over?
like to be all
Maybe,
like
if you're cool.
ooh,
I'm laid back.
like
no
all
pressure.
like oh
But when
man.
the decoy instead suggests Culbertson come over
I
to
just
the
like
undercover
Nervous Nelly.
house,
She's just
the man
funny. I
makes
like
it
how
clear
she's.
what's
I do
on his
too.
mind.
I do too.
Let's
How
meet.
she always is backing away from him.
Mess
Like,
around.
ah.
She's like
What's
she's
that
like
mean?
my number
Scared
two.
of him.
Sex.
She's
Oh,
like my
Wherever
number
he
sorry,
goes
I'm
two.
nervous.
online, we're
I'm just-
about
I like
to
her.
find out
Nervous.
he lives
I love
near
her.
a spot and rode his bike to our undercover house.
I'm telling
What's his name?
Oh,
The
now
pizza
you're
guy.
actually getting hot.
Yeah.
You think you might want to join me?
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
I'm a
I
little
thought. He
nervous,
was like
so,
delivering a
sounds cool.
pizza.
Do you want to go
I
first?
thought he was delivering
Take
a
your
pizza
clothes off?
because the way he was like riding up on the
Okay.
bike, I was like, okay, this
I'm kind of nervous myself.
decoy ordered a
Yeah.
pizza or something,
Culbertson
and he was
seems
just
to have
blowing
second
up.
thoughts.
Actually, I think I should be probably going.
Why?
Uh-oh, gave it away.
How was the walkover?
Yeah.
The waffles not bad.
Go ahead, have a seat.
He picked up a tail.
What's your plan tonight?
Just not cruising around.
Just out
He
cruising
caught a
around.
ringer, Sarge.
How old are you?
He was like, oh,
There's
something
Sarge.
doesn't smell right.
40.
There's
Gotta
our
get out of
No,
here, I
exactly.
think.
I'm
I think,
You're 40.
yes, our
We already know that's a lie.
And how old is the boy you wanted to meet tonight?
18.
I think he was 23.
How old did he say he was on the chat?
Never say. Why do you say 18? You say
And I'll
older.
give you the chat. and I want
Right.
you to tell
never
me
go
what it
right,
says.
right on. You never go right on the legal line.
no.
That's one
You
of my
always
rules.
want to
You
go
never
over.
bought. You never tried to
Profiles
buy
are
beer
restricted.
when you were a kid.
Those profile says 18.
Apparently
How
not.
old are
It
you?
tells you right
Oh, that's
here.
cool. I'm
It's
25.
I'm 25.
I apologize for all
That's
this.
your ID. It's cool.
Okay, I'm 13.
I'm 25.
Damn, you're cute. He says, but let's
Just
go a
working
little
for the
slower
city.
here.
Like the other man, once I show him
That's
a
why I
copy
love
of his online
doing that
chat,
shit in small
Culbertson
towns.
decides it's
I'm
time to go.
25. All right.
I'm sorry about all this.
Well, before you go, there's one thing you need to know. And that's, I'm
police
Chris
are out
Hansen
there
with Dateline NBC,
about to arrest you.
and we're doing a story on adults
Tase 'em.
who meet kids on the internet
Tase
for
'em.
sex.
Oh.
I'll grab his bike.
Oh.
They
Throw
throw a
'em
stick
off.
in it.
Throw him off.
There you go.
Hands behind your head. Interlock your fingers.
Culbertson pleaded not guilty to one charge of an attempted lewd act on a child.
Go to position 2 and call out.
Back at the
That's
house,
a lead
a
cam.
female decoy is about to say hello to
They should really,
27-year-old
they should show
Justin
more
Smith,
footage
a
from the
video
leaf cam.
post-production editor who does
They should.
freelance work for Nickelodeon, the cable network geared towards kids.
Oh,
Using
Nickelodeon,
his
dude.
screen name Resident
go,
Smith,
bro.
he chats online to a decoy
We even
who
have a
tells
camera
Smith she's
placed
a
under a leaf.
13-year-old girl. After the decoy sends a picture, Smith writes, "It's definitely bad. I think you're this cute. Laugh out loud." The girl asks, "How come?" He writes back, "'Cause I'm 27. He sends her several naked pictures of himself, but the next day,
Alright.
Smith seems to express regret.
Look at that hair trail.
It can be
that went
dangerous,
from
he
his
writes.
belly
The
button
girl
up.
asks,
I've
"How come?"
honestly never
Smith
sent
replies,
a
"'Cause
naked
it's
picture of
illegal."
myself
Over the
to
course
anyone.
of 10 days, Smith
I can't
sent her
imagine a
links to
female
40
wanting a
pornographic
naked picture
videos, showing everything from
of me.
oral sex to sex
I feel like
among
that would
multiple
just be
partners. He tells her when he comes over,
gross.
he wants to
That's
perform
all.
oral sex on her. And
I don't
now,
want to see it.
Here he is, walking into
Like,
the
I want
house.
to send that to someone else.
Come on in. How are you doing? Awesome. I made us some drinks.
I enjoy getting naked pictures from girls, but I would never even fathom sending one back. Never even pops into my head. Like, you know, I should send one of my schlong back.
So much traffic.
Are you serious? Where do you live?
North Hollywood.
Oh, that's not bad.
We had a lot to talk about, you and I. Why don't you just have a seat right there, please? Okay. I need you, seriously. You're going to want to talk to me. I'm sorry. Trust me on this. Now, you work
I want to talk to me.
You don't.
I want to talk
You're gonna want to.
Look at
You're gonna want
Look
to.
at his orange fucking hair.
Well, you're gonna want to have this. You're gonna want to have this for your records for posterity.
Back your head. On your knees. Both knees. Both knees.
I have the hiccups.
I swear to God.
So you want to come back and
Smith
talk
is
to
taken
Mr.
to the
Hansen?
processing center
Yeah.
where a police investigator interviews
Oh, look at
him.
the other pedophile that's sitting there.
Have any sort of resemblance
I like
to
the
my
new
job,
style
to my
of
friends,
the Chris Hansen
to
has,
the
where he
person's
like
Eats them.
he lets them. He like the cops arrest him and then they like make him interview with Chris Hansen.
When he
So
realized
like
he was caught
Like in
and
that
the
motel
ramifications
room?
on his life and everyone
yeah,
around
they like
him,
arrest,
that
but they
blew my
arrest him
mind. That's why
before
he
Chris
became so
Hansen
emotional.
talks to him. So
Yeah.
they like already
Smith
like,
later
and the
pleaded
police
no
are like, all right,
contest
come
to
in
2
here and
counts, an
talk to
attempted
this
lewd act
television
upon
guy.
a child and attempting to
Fuck
send
that, I don't
harmful
do that.
matter. Nickelodeon told us they fired Smith and that he had no contact with children when he worked there.
It's for a TV show. Can you come in here and
With all this technology, a house bristling with hidden cameras, microphones everywhere, and 20 people
Heisenberg
crammed
White!
inside,
What's up,
some
brother?
glitches are bound to happen.
This
As
is
it
in here
did when one of
today.
our visitors arrived in his truck.
God damn.
Hello?
He's in the truck across the
I
street.
couldn't imagine
Can you see
like
it?
sending a picture, a naked
Walk down
picture
to-
to
walk
somebody
down a
and
little
like
more. There he is.
having what
All right,
happened
now,
to
all right,
Lauren
hold on where you
happen.
are.
Like you see yourself on like a
24-year-old Case
website
Measure,
one
nicknamed
day,
Matt,
like fucking
Lauren was
around.
coming to see a
That'd be
13-year-old
horrible.
girl. The decoy invites him
The
inside.
one time he sent the
Are you
dick
coming?
pic out and all of a sudden
How's
it's
the
like
dress?
spread out to
If it's
everyone.
Mejub suddenly hears
If
a
it's just my
walkie-talkie
dick,
in the
I'd be
background.
okay. But if
What?
it was like
An
my
asshole.
face and everything, like I
What's
sent
what?
like so like they could like tell it
What's
was
that?
me and be like
It
that'd be
was
horrible.
the decoy's walkie-talkie. Instructions to her from inside the house were
I
mistakenly
mean,
broadcast
Heisenberg,
in the
I'm with you.
driveway.
Hashtag go
Mejub gets
Bills.
spooked, but he circles around and comes in anyway.
Bills. Oh, Jesus. Bills Mafia.
Why'd you go away?
It's like I wouldn't even send one to Caitlin or me. Even if she begged for it.
Online, Mejub,
I'm sorry if I'm
going
gonna
to
annoy you guys, I have the
19,
nicotine
thought he was chatting with a
hiccups right now.
13-year-old girl. He tells her that he'll perform oral sex on her. I will show you heaven, he writes. I love it. I can do that
Show
all
you
day.
heaven.
I'll show you
Mejub
heaven.
asks if she's performed oral sex, asks if she's good at it, and other
He's
specifics
probably
we can't tell you
terrible. He's
about.
probably never even done it.
And remember,
Are you good
he's
at it?
chatting with someone who said she was
Saw it in the
What have you been up
He
to?
watched it on a porno. He thinks he's like badass.
stud.
Do you want to have a seat or something?
Look at this guy walking in with the
He's
sunglasses.
really surveying the screen. He's giving the house an ocular pat down.
Well,
Cool.
He's obviously good at his.
Cool.
Makes a good read.
Literally right back here.
I'm a porn
Hey, man,
star.
how are you? No, man.
I'm out.
Oh my God! There's
I'm
Chris
out.
Hansen. I knew it.
I'm out.
Talking
I'm
is
out.
not what he
Ocular
Fail.
pat down.
Run! Run!
So I mean, the
He
cops
doesn't
probably
respond
won't shoot
fast
you.
enough. The result
So if you
is a
can
taser
run
shot.
far and
Oh
long,
yeah! Yeah!
you might get
Tase
away.
him! Yeah, we got a
Why
tase.
was it necessary
We need
to
to
use the
rewind.
taser on this guy?
We need to rewind.
Diesel.
We need to rewind.
He doesn't respond fast enough. The result is a taser shot.
Yeah! Oh, that beautiful
Ooh,
sound!
I bet his elbow. Did his elbow
Why
just
was it
clank off
necessary
the
to use
concrete?
taser on this
It
guy?
did.
Looked
He's
like it
already
did.
demonstrated that he's not going to listen to the orders of the
Oh.
police officers.
Oh, that-
A lot of these
oh,
guys,
that
they are
beautiful
confronted
sound
with the reality
of the
that
taser.
they're about to be exposed for what they did, and a lot of them may try violence to get away. The taser was used to prevent.
Like if
any
you just
injury
hit the
to
door
him
just like
and
in a
also to
full-on
police officers.
sprint,
At the processing
and you had
center,
like you
police
were in
find
shape,
condoms in his car.
you might could get
He's
away.
pleaded not guilty to an attempted lewd act on a child. Coming up next, a man who's been a
Colin.
house guest once before.
Colin for life.
Do you remember? We talked once before.
And my boy, AJ Epinesa. The end. Oh, Jesus. He's friends with one of my friends. Actually.
Is this the real James
Our
Cook?
undercover
Dude, you're
house
my
in Long
fantasy
Beach
running
is
back.
busy.
You
38
did
men are
great
arrested
except for when
over
I really
3
needed
days.
you.
But 8 months earlier, during our previous investigation in Riverside, California, this man, 26-year-old Michael Seibert,
Oh,
walked
there
into
he
our
is.
house. Back then,
Look at this
Seibert
guy.
had a sexually
Look at this
explicit
fucking
online
rat.
chat with someone who told him she was
Looks like a naked fucking mole rat. Mole rat. Oh,
Yeah, this guy's a freaking
Jesus.
menace.
Our undercover house in Long Beach is busy. 38 men are arrested over 3 days.
38
Wow.
men in
months
3
earlier,
days.
during our previous
Look
investigation
at this guy
in
sprinting.
Riverside,
Look at this
California,
guy.
This man, 26-year-old Michael
Going in
Seibert,
hot.
8 months earlier, during our
Going in
previous
hot.
investigation in Riverside, California, this man, 26-year-old Michael Seibert, walked into our house. Back then, Seibert had a sexually explicit online
That's
chat with
insane that
someone
there's
who
that
told him she
many.
was 13. and he sent a
38
picture of his genitals.
guys show up.
Hey,
In
sir.
3 days.
Let's come on over here for a minute, please.
How
Seibert
horrible a
certainly
picture of
had
his
some
genitals
explaining
probably
to do.
are.
And why did you send pictures of your
Oh, I'm sure it's like
self like
fucked
this to her?
Oops.
Oops.
I will never do it again.
You say a lot of sexually.
I'll never do it
charged
again,
things
sir.
For a 13-year-old girl.
I know what I did wrong.
I know what I did wrong.
Okay.
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 It'll
Okay.
never happen again.
He
Go
did
ahead,
like
you
that.
can-
He did like that meme. Okay. Okay.
It'll never happen again. We're good.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm like hiccuping really bad.
Good luck this weekend. The Steelers.
Okay.
Yeah, the Steelers are gonna
never happen
fucking
again.
need it.
Go ahead, you can leave.
Sorry about
Ellie's
Ellie's
gonna hate seeing you put up
Seibert
4
told the
touchdowns
Riverside
this
police
weekend.
He gets treatment for seizures, and that the scar on his head was caused by a fall when he was an infant.
Oh, I bet they're awful.
Later,
That's
he
like a
pleaded
recent.
not guilty to a charge of an attempted lewd act on a child and attempting to send harmful matter
looks
to
like
a
a
child
recent-
with intent to
not
seduce.
recent, but like-
That case is still working
I
its
bet they're
way
all
through the court
mangled and like
system.
fucked
So,
up looking.
fast forward 8
No,
months
I'm
from our
not
house
drunk.
in Riverside to our Long
Nicotine.
Beach investigation.
I'm chewing
He's still
right now.
online, still using the same screen name.
Maybe you should
and
stop.
amazingly, still chatting with someone who
Probably
tells him
should.
she's 13. Just like his chat 8 months before, he asks, have you ever had sex yet? And I need sex. He also talks about group sex, but he's also suspicious.
Got
And
nicotine
asks,
here.
are
I'm
you a
still
cop?
chewing,
To
though.
which she replies, no, I'm not a cop.
Christ.
Then apparently referring to his meeting with Dateline 8 months earlier, he writes, I got caught before.
Hashtag sponsor. Hopefully at some point,
He
Grizzly.
tells the decoy he has to delay the Long Beach liaison for a day because he has to go to court. A court date to face
You
charges
chew this, you'll
arising
have the
from a
nicotine
Riverside
hiccups
investigation.
too.
But the very next day,
Hey, come here.
here he is.
Hey,
Okay, we're not messing around with this guy.
the very next
Let
day.
him get within
No,
6
this is
feet of you, 8 feet of you.
it's like the next
Just
like
me. Promise.
like
my
6
parents are
months
gone.
later.
You know,
But
you look
he had
familiar
court,
to me.
and then like 24 hours
That's
after
right.
his court,
Oops, he's done it
he
again.
had
Michael,
he
right?
showed back up to
You
the
remember who I am?
stage.
Can you guys go?
What are you
God
doing,
damn it.
Michael?
I'm sorry.
You were just in court on
I'm
Friday,
sorry.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened in court on Friday?
He
Listen, not to
said
do
more
it
time.
again.
More time
Oh.
before the next court date.
Yeah, I'm sorry what I did.
Okay.
Sorry, what
But
I
you
did.
got to explain to me why or how you thought it was okay after
He
having a
ain't
court
there
date
mentally.
stemming from our last
Stacey,
visit.
I agree.
And
Yeah.
then within 24
I don't know
hours,
if it's
you
an
showed up at
excuse,
this
though.
house to meet
It's
a
not an
Still-
excuse.
What do you
I
think
You're
of it?
still
regardless.
fucked.
Yeah.
Now you know
I know it.
you know what you said online, right?
Yeah.
How old is this girl?
No.
13. She told you she was 13.
Don't
I
know.
told her to go away. She keeps eyeing me back.
We ask if she's got naked pictures of
I
herself.
told her to
I'm
go
back.
away.
She performs oral sex. What color her underwear is. Now, Michael, you know this is not right to do this, right? We had this very same conversation in Riverside, California.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And right then, you told me that you knew this was wrong
I know.
and that you would never, ever do it again. And that turned out to be a lie, didn't it, Michael?
I promise this time. If you rip it up.
I
I'll
promise
come
this
back.
time.
But
If
he
you rip
appears
it
to
up,
be a sad
if you rip
case,
it up,
you should
This
know
time-
that according
this
to Perverted
time
Justice,
you can
Seibert has
take it
had
to the bank.
sexual chats
This
with
time,
at least
and
Not
if you
gonna- I
rip
won't
it
do
up,
it again.
boys who said
And
they
if you
were
rip it up.
underage girls. And you should also know that
No.
there's another side
Not at
to
all,
Seibert's
Stacey.
story. He served a
This
year
is
in
why we
jail
need
for
the
a
insect-
dangerous assault.
Oh, God. This is why we need the
What was
mental.
Dangerous
weapon
assault.
you used in the assault?
This is why we need.
And
like,
who did you go after
the
with the bat?
mental asylum.
Some
Mental-
guy?
Like insane asylum.
Is there anything else you want to tell me, Michael?
I know I did wrong.
You did wrong.
Can I go?
Michael, you can go, but I'm going to remind you that I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
You're not
and
gonna
we're
like
doing
it when
another
you
story
leave.
On adults
Again.
who try to meet kids on the internet for sex. You
I know
can
I
go.
did wrong.
You can go.
I know-
You can go
I
right
know
now.
what I did
wrong.
Can you cops off there?
Which door? Which door?
That's
That
not
door?
up to me, Michael.
Yeah, it is.
And it's
I'm
back
not
at the
police.
same house, bro.
So why don't you go ahead?
Kind
Time
of.
to go.
I think.
Seibert
it's not.
clearly doesn't want to leave. Having
Oh,
been
yeah,
through
it
this
is.
before, he knows the
it's
police
not
are
up to
waiting
me.
outside.
I'm just an actor.
He doesn't want to
I'm
go
not the
out.
executive producer.
Michael, you're going to have to go outside.
I know I did wrong.
We've got another pedophile coming. We need you out of here.
On your knees.
Like the others, Seibert is charged with an attempted lewd act
Looks
upon
like he has a
child.
big scar on the
Pleaded
side of
not
his
guilty.
head.
His
Yeah,
lawyer
that's,
says
where
Seibert
his
has
fall
severe
was.
mental
What-
issues.
When he was a
Is that a
kid.
defense in any way in this case?
In my
Or he
mind,
got
no,
dropped
it's not
as
a
a kid.
defense. He knows what he did was wrong. He knew enough that when you confronted him, his first
That's what I'm
words
saying.
were,
It looks
"Oops."
newer.
You know, he knew enough to
Like a
promise you that he wasn't
newer
going to do
scar.
this again.
So that's why I think,
Yeah.
think it's bullshit.
Kill me.
He admitted to me during our interview that he had been
Also, he was
previously
dropped as a
convicted
kid.
of assault.
Yes.
Explains
What
a
does
lot,
that say
then.
about the
Yeah,
danger
Juggo Willie.
he
Yeah, he
could
just
present to a
reminds me
young
like
teen
reminds me of
homeowner?
that
My
Bill
biggest fear
Clinton
is that he
guy.
would show up. The young teen would decide not to go through with what they had been talking about in their internet chat. He would become
I used to
frustrated
go to
with that,
Pedo Island.
and his violent nature would come out.
If Seibert
like
is
some young
convicted
ones.
on the Long Beach
Like some-
charge, as well as
like
the
some
earlier
young.
charge in Riverside, he could be facing up to 7 years in prison. Over the course of 3 days, 38 men were arrested in the investigation. Most would eventually plead not guilty. That's a large number of suspects.
That were
but the Long Beach police were ready.
In 3 days.
Did that seem like a
I
big
think there was
number
like
to you?
70
It's our
dudes
second
were
highest
caught
number
in
we've ever seen.
3 days.
Given the amount of population in this area, it's pretty much what
In
we
one of those
expected.
things, I think,
we had a range
if I
that we
remember.
set up, that we based the number of officers at the operation on, and that came right into that range.
Coming up next week, you'll meet some more men who come up our driveway in Long Beach, like this man. When he comes to our house,
Like
he
this
seems
guy.
to have second thoughts.
So what are you doing?
Not too much.
This
I was just
the-
talking online.
The question
Oh,
is,
yeah, I was
will
going
he finally
fishing.
come inside?
I was going
And for
fishing.
the first time since we've been doing our investigations, the police will set up in a nearby park where a suspect may be thinking he can lure a young teen into his car.
Everybody on this?
Yeah, we got it.
So
They'll be
they're all
ready. Back at the house, things
friends.
will
We're
still
gonna
get
lure
busy.
him into his
Hey, how you
car.
doing? Why don't you have a seat right over there on that stool right there? Are those your friends outside?
With
Yeah, I got some
trying
candy.
to make a getaway.
Take him, he's running.
Take him. Take him.
Oh,
But the police will have other plans.
Hit
Going in
maneuver.
hot.
Get
Puddle.
Get on your knees.
You're not on your
Online
knees.
how
Tase.
to protect your
ta-
kids
fucking
against
tase
online
'em.
predators on our website. The address is
Well,
msnbc.com.
I didn't mean to, sir.
That's
I
all
didn't
for
mean
now.
to.
I'm
Oh.
Ann Curry.
And I'm Sam
Sorry.
Phillips. For all of us at
That's
NBC
how it is
News,
now.
Thanks for watching.
Came to the wrong house.
Wrong house. Part 2.
We got three guys.
Excuse me. Part 2.
Can you get one that's not all zoomed in?
Targeting kids.
Why would you bring chocolate flavored condoms if you didn't want to have
Try to find one.
Chocolate flavored condoms.
told me she was 13 and you are.
Yeah, give me a second.
Alright.
It sounds like what you were fishing for.
I was going fishing.
Who's here this
Yeah, the
week?
next
fuck?
one.
Brad
Next
Pitt wannabe.
after this one, I'll do better.
A guy with a fancy car and a loaded gun.
And a man with a violent past.
I promise.
48-year-old
Zoomed in. Zoomed in shit's for the
He
birds.
in a very
Yeah.
public place.
I need a full panoramic screen view of pedophiles getting busted.
And police are
I
ready.
like to be fully immersed.
We arrested a very significant number of pedophiles.
I like to feel like I'm there,
Investigation.
hazing them myself.
To
Like right
catch a
there.
predator.
Like I'm the one with the taser in my hand.
Predators on the web, then at the door.
Yeah,
Good evening and welcome to Dateline. I'm
Pedos
Sam
on
Phillips.
parade.
And I'm Ann Curry. This week, we're back in Long Beach, California, where the long arm of the law has reached out and grabbed more than 36 men in just 3 days.
And perhaps the most
Pedophiles.
surprising arrest in our most recent investigation.
Pedophiles.
It didn't happen overnight in our undercover house. It happened in broad daylight in a
I
public
might
park.
find one.
Chris
I might
Hansen
have
has the
found
latest,
one.
and again, we want to warn you some of what you will see and hear is
I
explicit.
might change it.
Hey, come on in this way.
That's all right.
How you doing?
Alright.
Kind of. How was your drive?
Okay.
22-year-old Corey Blagg is walking into Dateline's
We're gonna,
undercover house in Long
if I
Beach,
can find it
California.
on
A
here.
house with 15 hidden cameras. They're recording every move he makes. Blagg, an ex-Marine, works for a computer company in San Diego and just drove 100 miles to get here. Why? Blagg had chatted online with someone he thinks is a 13-year-old and says he wants her to be his girlfriend.
All I'm missing is a sweetheart to share my love with.
Oh,
But
shit.
Blagg is really chatting with a decoy working for
Oh, shit.
Perverted Justice, an organization that exposes men who sexually target minors
let's see.
online. Perverted Justice works as a consultant for Dateline, setting up computer profiles and pretending to be underage teens interested in sex. Remember, he's 22, and the decoy says she's a 13-year-old female.
I'm gonna leave this
You can do
running.
anything you want. I don't know how shy you are, honey.
The decoy asks,
You want to make love to me?
Yes,
Leave it
I'm
running,
really attracted
but
to you.
not
the
show it.
decoy tells him she's a virgin and that she has a
Yes.
hot tub at her house. Then Blagg wants to know if she's willing to lose her virginity in that hot tub.
When we get in the hot tub and we are both turned on, are you willing to make out tonight?
There.
I would love to be your first. It's up to you.
Find
The
this one.
decoy asks Blagg if he's going to bring condoms.
Switch it
He
up.
says yes, and he has a special surprise for her.
I have chocolate-flavored condoms.
Chocolate
condom.
flavor?
Yes, it tastes like chocolate. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I'm sure.
And sure enough,
hell yeah.
here he is, a man who says he's bringing and worry.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, we're chocolate flavored. Let's change it to this guy. Yeah, yeah, we got it.
Serenity now. Hello, my loathes.
Serenity. Hello. So we're going back to Florida, Fort Myers, Florida, for part 2 of this sting.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
We're not going to be all zoomed in as the last stream. This is off of Max Cooper's channel. I'll plug that in. Please let him out!
Get her down!
You show up with beer, you show up with condoms, you're naked, there's a 14-year-old girl, you're chasing a cat around.
You're gonna
Yeah,
chase
thank you,
a
Max
cat
Cooper.
around.
Thank you, Max Cooper, for not zooming this in and disorient, like, lesser quality of a video. Or whatever.
This guy's out there. You're naked. You're chasing.
You've got Cool Whip. He's in the kitchen, coming towards the living room. The issue here is not gay or straight. The issue here is adult child.
The one that bothered me the most was the guy that showed up with rope and duct tape.
You are
Hey,
every
the guy that
parent's
was
worst
gonna fuck
nightmare.
the cat.
Suspected predators caught on tape.
Okay.
He's up there.
And one is
Yeah.
caught going way too
Might be
far.
more worried about
Tonight
that guy.
on To Catch a Predator.
Just a tad.
They're online and on the prowl, grown men targeting children on the internet. Good evening and welcome to Dateline. I'm Stone Phillips.
And I'm Ann Curry. This month, millions of people have been watching our investigations into computer sex predators, among them some of the suspected predators themselves. And what's most surprising, even knowing that they may be walking into a sting is not enough to keep some of them away.
Tonight we're back in Florida where we started our investigation last week. And now there are new suspects and new dangers. Again, we want to remind you that some of what you'll see is explicit. Here's Chris Hansen.
Be careful, guys.
You seem like law enforcement.
We're gonna do the explicit.
This is a trigger warning.
You do. So you're an expert in this area.
No, I'm just saying, you come off as law enforcement.
Really? You know how you come off?
How's that?
Somebody who's very nervous. Somebody who came over here to have sex with a 14-year-old girl.
14-year-old?
14-year-old!
Our previous investigations, the potential predators
I
here
am
in
telling
Fort
you,
Myers,
that dude with the
Florida,
cowboy
are
hat.
keeping us busy.
Hunter.
I'm telling you, the dude with the cowboy hat that walks into this Florida stream is like a cousin of Lauren, of some sort, like a second cousin, third cousin, something like that of Lauren's. He is like
Max
just as
cousin,
retarded
like,
as him.
But he's more country. He's like wrestles alligators down in Florida.
Yeah, he's
Lauren's all like, "That's my kick-ass cousin in Florida that fights alligators." He wears this cool shirt without buttoning it up. It's like with no sleeves on it. He's fucking cool.
He's like,
I only see him at family reunions.
he's like cool.
He's like,
is this some kind of setup or something?
While some are surprisingly candid,
they arrested me for possessing child pornography because I had nude pictures of her on my computer. They ended up dropping the charges.
others tell us stories we've heard before.
Just come over to say hi. That was it.
And one man does something so
I just
brazen,
came to say hi.
you
You
have
never
to
meant to
see
do
it
that.
to believe it.
You want to explain yourself?
But they all have something in common. Every one of them chatted online about having sex with a person posing as a young teen, made a date to meet, and then showed up at our undercover house.
A number of these individuals traveled quite a ways.
Hilton Daniels is the chief of police in Fort Myers.
I believe the furthest one drove 223 miles to Fort Myers to have sex with a child.
Chief Daniels says it's frightening to think what would have happened if there really had been a child home alone.
How many people do you think they
could have happened in that
like
house. The person would have
keep showing up?
cleaned up.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And drove
If
away.
they did this thing
and as
for a
law
month,
enforcement agencies,
I mean, they say the word.
known who that
They
person
say
was.
the word gets out.
But fortunately, there are no real children in the house. Instead, there are
find out
decoys,
about it.
members of an
I
online
would say they
watchdog
would at
group
least
called
within
Perverted
the 2
Justice.
weeks, I
Dateline
would say they
hired
would
them
at
as
least
consultants Americans to do what they normally do, set up profiles of 12 to 15-year-olds, and in this case, go into Florida chat rooms and wait to be contacted by a grown-up. Once an adult starts messaging, a decoy will often pretend to be home alone and willing to have sex.
He has a case of perhaps Bud Light or something.
Over the course of 3 days, men come knocking on our door, and our 13 hidden cameras record their every move. From the minute they turn onto our street until they walk into our living room, cameras are rolling, but the potential predators have no idea.
There he goes. He heard you. He's coming. He's coming fast.
This man shows up to a house he's never been to before to keep a date with a girl he's never met. He walks into the backyard and knocks on the wrong door. No one answers, so he makes a call. No one answers the phone either. Finally, here's our decoy and heads inside.
Hey, what the fuck are you doing here? Like coming out with like a 12 gauge or something. Like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Like a 30-pack of Bud Light, like that's necessary. Like,
just had to change my shirt real quick, but just come in and watch some TV. I'll be right there.
I'm drinking tonight.
Change my shirt real quick.
Although perverted justice members are actually the decoys who conduct the chats online, we hired this actress to pretend to be the girl alone in our house. She looks the part of a minor, but she's really 19.
Sit down on the chair and eat some cookies. I just have to change real quick.
The man who's come into our house is 23-year-old Raul Antonio Brenes, screen name Antonio69929, an assembly worker. He met a girl posing as a 14-year-old online and asks her if she's ever had anal sex. She says no, and then he types, "Would you ever do it?" He also asks her,
"How many rounds can you last?"
I don't know.
Would you be able to have sex and take a break until you get tired, or could it be an all-night thing?
I guess we'll see.
I just want to make sure you can handle me.
To keep his date, he actually got on a bus and rode across the state of Florida. Instead of finding a minor alone, he meets me.
Why don't you have a seat right over there, please?
Online, he told the girl he'd bring alcohol and spend the night. And look, he's brought beer and an overnight bag.
How was your bus ride?
Good.
How long were you on the bus?
Good. Wow, sir.
How many hours about?
About 4.
And what else did Antonio69929 bring with him?
Did you bring condoms
14
with you?
hours.
It's in my bag. I always bring them with me.
You always bring condoms?
Yes, sir.
You show up with beer.
4
you show
hours.
up with condoms after a sexually charged online
eyes,
conversation.
That's the
After
eyes
sexually
of...
charged.
This is the eyes of I fucking immediately regret this decision. It's like I just fucked my whole world up, is what these eyes are saying right now.
Yeah, it's basically anything you've ever done in your life doesn't even compare.
With beer.
It doesn't even, not even on the same.
It doesn't even fathom
as
of
this.
what. Yeah, this is like, oh, I just ruined my fucking life.
Like,
You
of
show up
all
with
the things to get busted for is like easily the worst.
Yeah, this
It's like
is
I'd rather get caught doing almost any other thing.
any other thing other than this.
It's like
Because you're time in prison.
No, I wasn't. I was here to murder her. Actually, I wasn't here to rape her or sex or anything. No, it was murder.
Yeah.
It was purely murder.
Yeah, just murder.
condoms after a sexually charged online conversation at a home where you believe...
That's just like, literally in his eyes, it's like the song I'm reading right now is, "Hello, darkness, my old friend."
Believe a 14-year-old girl is alone for the weekend.
That's not those eyes are saying.
"Are you sure you can handle me?" You ask her if she's cool about having sex with you.
I'm guilty of whatever is there, son.
Lord keeps his...
I'm guilty of whatever is there.
And what could he be guilty of in the state of Florida? Using the internet to attempt to solicit a minor for sex. A felony.
Guilty of whatever's there, sir.
Why did you do it?
Just me being dumb.
What do you think should happen to you, Antonio?
I think I should get a death penalty, sir.
Well, he won't be getting the death penalty, but he'll find out shortly he does have a date before a judge.
I'm printing out right now
everything.
Perverted Justice has been sending the sexually explicit online chat logs between its decoys and the potential predators to the Fort Myers Police Department and state prosecutors. They're staked out in the guest house behind our house. In the case of Antonio 69929, there's enough evidence for an arrest.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet children on the internet.
Look at that camera.
So after I tell him he's going to be on Dateline,
Look at that. Yeah.
Get on the ground.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground, boy.
And taken away in an unmarked police car. Then he's brought to this transfer station where he's searched.
You have any ID on you?
Yeah, they have my wallet, sir.
And he's taken to jail.
Watch your head when you get in.
The next morning he appears.
I do have to say though, as a CEO, those strap-on cuffs were the pain in the ass. They get off on the suspect here.
Yeah.
Because you had to cut them off.
Do they work? Do they work? Like, they just like a zip tie, like a zip.
Yeah. Those zip tie cuffs. Yeah. Those.
Do they have a lock? Do they have any point where they lock?
Yeah.
So they don't go tighter.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. It was just a pain in the ass because regardless, you just had to cut them off basically.
Are they a lot like?
They're very
like thicker, like.
Oh yeah.
Are they a lot more badass than like regular zip ties?
Yeah. Yeah.
They look pretty thick.
These guys, yeah, they're very thick and very tough. So once when they're like locked in, you're fucked basically.
Yeah, you're not gonna do those tricks that they teach you to break out of.
No, you
zip
won't
ties.
be able.
Like that ain't happening with these.
Yeah,
They'll rip your skin off your hands.
Yeah, it depends on the officer too.
Injure yourself.
Yeah, it depends on the officer too. Like, yeah, you're not getting them off at all. They're locked in and you're fucked. Basically, you're not even maneuvering like your way. They like say like if you had something like in your front pocket or something like that. No, you're not getting that. Not at all.
You're stuck.
Yeah. Yep. You're fucked.
Then he's brought to this transfer station where he's searched.
I mean, they're good, but like for me being a CEO trying to get them off, it's a pain in the like I said, you just had to cut them off, and it's a pain in the fucking ass.
And he's taken to jail.
Watch your head when you get in.
The next morning he appears before a judge and bail is set.
You have to do it
to all charges. There'll be a $40,000 bond composite.
His story is only one in a long line of potential predators who come knocking on our door.
730's here. Here he's coming in.
And as you'll see, some seem
I'm
prepared.
still confused on why they leave shit like in front of like all the decoy houses like this right here, like the wheelbarrow, and then like down in Georgia they left like another wheelbarrow and then like other shit all around and stuff. It's like I'm like very confused on why they do that shit. Like I don't think
You want it to look real.
I guess, but it's like why would you leave it like in the middle?
That seems kind of out of place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's to make it look like they're doing work right there.
Yeah, I guess. But
like there's actually like something going on.
This looks very, for me wise, if I was like, I don't know, everything looks out of place.
Prepared to do things that police find quite disturbing.
The one that bothered me the most was the guy that showed up with rope and duct tape in his vehicle.
When we return, you'll meet that man. What was he really
You'll
planning?
meet that man.
You'll meet
Talk
that
about
man.
using the rope in various sex acts with this 15-year-old girl.
And later, no
Whoa!
shirt, no pants, and nowhere to hide from our
No
hidden
problems.
cameras.
Is that cat in there?
It's like
To catch
the Kenny Chesney song, no shirt, no shoes, no problems. Is that what? That's like the guy who was listening to.
It's like the opposite.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
got
The
nothing but
complete
problems.
opposite of that song. You got 99 problems and a pedo is being one.
It's like that dude just
Continues in a moment.
he's up there. He's up there. He's a
He
terrible
really
guy.
is. He really is. After reading
He went down to the triangle at Avocado and made a right, so he was circling back down Escala and coming up Riverside.
On the first day alone, 10 men show up at our undercover house in Fort Myers, Florida, where supposedly a young teen is home by herself
I usually
and
make
ready
10
to have
dozen of
sex.
these.
Here he comes, here he comes. Copy that. Wave him up. Get him in.
This is Brian Gosselin, screen name Bay Jones.
Hey, come on in, the door's open.
Right,
He's here to meet a girl who said online she was 15. He lied to her about his age, claiming to be 24. He's really 32. And based on what he had to say online, want to blank my brains out, it's not hard to guess why he's here.
I got some wine coolers.
Wine coolers are just fine.
You weren't kidding when you said a big house.
I know, the house is beautiful. I love my house.
Yeah. Are you the only child?
Yeah. Oh, did you bring protection?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The only bad news about that is you're probably
Oh,
not.
man.
Perfect. Oh, did you bring protection?
He's like silly speakeasy with Chris walking up on him.
The only bad news about that is you're probably not going to need that type of protection tonight.
See, I knew this was going to be a setup.
You did?
Yeah.
How did you know that?
Just because of the way she was talking online.
Brian, what's
I'm
your
really
last name?
smart.
I don't
So
have a
I'm
last
here.
name.
You don't have a last name.
I love how he
don't
talks
have a
with
last
his
name.
I love how he talks with his upper lip. I don't have a last name.
Brian, what's your last name?
I don't have a last name.
You don't have a last name.
And that's
man,
about
what's
all
my
he's
name?
willing to say.
They just call me
No,
Ryan.
no, I'm not finished asking questions yet. Sir?
I'm not wanted.
Cleanest best pleasure. There it is.
7:30's here.
But most men who show up at our house are
Here's your
willing to
7:30,
talk.
Chris.
He is on the steps, opening the door.
Like this man, 30-year-old Kenneth Fortin.
Watch it, he's coming fast. He's in the kitchen, call out.
Hey, I'm in here.
He's been chatting online with a decoy posing as a 15-year-old. He describes detailed plans for their sexual rendezvous. He says he likes to start with oral sex. After that, he asks her what position
Like
she'd
owns
like
the
to try
place.
first. And he also asks if he can do more.
Can I tie you up?
You got like ropes and stuff?
Yeah, I work construction, so I have all kinds of stuff. But if you like rope, I'll bring rope.
So did he actually bring rope?
Hey, I'm about to put on my bra and panties. Come on in.
Keep going, he's coming fast.
Rob,
go ahead, Chris has him.
How you doing?
Come fast.
Should have a seat over
I
in
went
that
in
chair.
hot.
He says he's here to meet a girl, but he can't remember her name. And he's a little
This is
vague
maybe the
about her
best
age.
setup with that
It really
doorway
is.
right there.
Rather young.
Chris,
As
like
in
smashing them right at that.
Yeah.
15.
Love it.
And how old are you?
30.
And it's okay
30?
for a 30-year-old.
He said 30.
Yeah, and they're pretty deep in the house by the time
Bitch.
they get confronted by Chris.
I am 33 currently, about to be
He
34.
does look like a killer.
I look younger than this motherfucker.
But he can't remember her name, and he's a little vague about her
I
age.
thought he was older than me.
Rather
For a
young.
second.
As in
15 or 16.
15. And how old are you?
30.
And it's okay for a 30-year-old man to come to a home where a 15-year-old girl is alone.
I think I'm gonna say I thought they were 32.
During
I
their
was about to
online
say
chat,
35.
they talked about condoms. He
No,
also
I
said
would
he'd
say
bring
that
marijuana.
The decoy.
Did you bring
yeah,
condoms? Not your car?
I think she was 32.
Did you bring marijuana?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think she was 32.
Are you sure?
But is he telling the truth?
thought he was
We'll find out later when police search his car.
in here too.
But now he does admit to bringing one thing.
Did you bring rope with you tonight?
I have rope in my car.
You have rope in your car.
Yes, for my job.
You talk about
Pedo is ours.
in various
Not for
sex
doing
acts with
sex
this
stuff.
15-year-old girl. What would have happened
He looks like a killer.
if a 15-year-old girl was here and I wasn't?
Same thing that's happening now. Just
He
talking.
does look like a
Do you
killer.
see why that's very difficult for me to believe
Yes, that
based on this
headshot
chat?
of a killer.
Yes, I do. That's the guy's honest truth, though.
But why should I believe
Eye
that?
Because I have a
placement.
6-year-old daughter that's
Like-
Spread out just
You have a
wide enough
6-year-old
for
daughter.
a killer.
How would you
Like
feel
his head
if a
placement.
stranger
I'd hate
came
it.
into
Like
your
like
home?
his
I hate it.
like
I'd hate it.
So why then is it
His
okay for you to go
horizontal,
into this home
like,
where you
lump
thought
in the
a girl
back.
was alone?
Bad judgment.
There seems to be a lot of bad judgment in the air.
Said he's making the turn. He's nervous. He's brothers. Let's call out. Call out.
Hey, come on in.
Oh, there.
You heard. Put the soap on. Awesome. Back away.
Here,
He's
let's
opening the
call
door.
out
He's in
halfway
laundry
through the
room.
house.
Nanny?
Here comes 22-year-old Elias Balon, screen name Daytona 02, a small business owner. He's been chatting online with a girl posing as a 14-year-old named
has,
Lainey.
Like, the shit ton of uncles or like brothers that would like said like, if you fuck up one time, we will beat the shit out of you.
She asks him if he'll bring her vodka and let her drive his car. He says, whatever you want, sweetie. And when Lainey tells him her bedroom is hot, he types, you hot, mommy?
Like
Let's
majority
make
of them.
love. He drove 2.5 hours to get here. It's just before 1 o'clock. He drove 2.5 hours to get here. It's just before 1 o'clock in the morning.
Just sit down and watch TV for a little bit. I'll be right out.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm just changing my shirt real quick because I got chocolate on it. Just take a seat. I'll be right there. I made you some cookies. Did you bring me my drinks?
Can you come out?
Yeah, I'll be right there. I just gotta change.
She just said what
Do
you
me a
was
favor, come on
doing.
in. Will you bring your stuff in?
It looks as if Daytona 02 has come bearing gifts.
Told you what I was
What have we
doing.
got here?
A rose.
A rose? What about condoms? Did you bring condoms?
Yes, sir.
You did. Why don't you put those on the table?
No, I said I carried them.
So you brought a rose, alcohol, and some condoms. What does that add up to?
I know, sir.
Then he reveals something we didn't know.
I knew if something would happen like this, I would get in trouble because I'm married.
You're married?
Yes, sir.
That's not what you said in the chat.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. No, but I'm married.
You are married.
Yes, sir. But I really love her. The thing is that they
this is the guy that said.
get along sometimes.
Now, what do you think she would say if she
Also,
knew
you
that
could
you were
just not
coming
tell
here
him,
to have sex with a 14-year-old girl?
She would kill
You
me.
could not tell my wife. That'd be great.
There we go.
Don't think about it. She would kill me. Yes, sir. I would get a divorce. Her dad has 10 brothers.
Oh yeah,
10
the
brothers.
uncles.
They would kill me.
So I'll be looking for you.
Daytona 02 says
So
he knew
probably
he
going
was
to
taking
jail.
a big risk and
So
worried
probably going to jail for this guy was probably the best thing for this guy.
this might be a setup.
But then also low key, probably not at the same time because you kind of want the uncles kind of take care of business.
Well, he looks like
say
he's
this might be a trap.
Hispanic,
I've seen
so
it
those
on
uncles
TV.
are highly likely already in that prison.
What did you see on TV
Oh, yeah.
exactly?
Well, in the news actually, because the people get like
Probably
arrested
connected.
because of chatting like
Shit.
with underage
Yeah,
girls.
they probably know
So you
some
saw it
people
on
in that prison
Dateline
before he
NBC?
gets
Yeah,
there.
news. Just
Oh, yeah.
I didn't. Oh my God! I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Out of one of the 10,
He still doesn't
you
appear to
know
know
one
he's
of them
landed in the
probably has
middle of a
connected. At
Dateline
least a couple of them
investigation.
probably
But
has.
he'll
Yeah, at
find
the very
out a little
least.
later.
Okay, so
It's
drive away.
connected to somebody in there.
This is him. It's Lee Green. It's
Not to be
It's
biased
legal
or anything,
74
but I
or
mean,
1 o'clock.
the state of the facts here. ladies
Now,
and
here
gentlemen.
comes another married man. He's
I mean, don't
31-year-old
get
Lee Greer,
y'all's
screen
panties up
name
in a
Lee
bunch
Greer
now.
74. He's away
We're
from
just
home
stating
on
facts
business,
here.
and he's been chatting online with a 13-year-old. At least that's what the decoy told him. He sends her a picture of his penis and then types, "You will get to see the real thing, you know, in person."
He's on the back door. Support, open the door. He's supposed to be bringing lunch and booze.
Oh my
Often,
God.
perverted justice decoys will ask a man to bring something specific, like food or alcohol.
Ask if he brought them lunch and booze.
Did you bring the food?
Bringing the lunch
Okay,
and booze.
great.
Law enforcement says it helps show intent because a potential predator is bringing items
and
that he
booze.
talked about online
Ooh.
in the same conversation he's talking about sex.
Is that
What
the
did you
vodka?
bring?
Double
That's
cheeseburgers
tequila.
with no pickles.
Awesome.
cheeseburger,
I
no
made chocolate
pickles?
chip cookies too, but I
No
actually just
pickles?
got some on my shirt, so I'm just gonna change my shirt real quick.
All right, I got some fries, but the fries might be cold. It took me a little while to find this place.
You can just take a seat. I'll be right there.
Okay.
Might be cold.
So no cookies for you?
Might be gold.
What's going on?
Not much. Who are you?
It's Ilrier's evil twin.
Lee.
And Lee, what are you doing here?
Are you sure?
Come to visit a friend.
It is.
off
It's
the
the one.
net,
It's the
I
one that
thought.
pedophiles.
At first, he tells me the
Yes.
friend he came to see was 18 or older, but then changes his story.
So why don't you start over again and tell me how old did she say she was in the conversation?
13.
32.
How old are you?
33.
Too old.
Too old.
31.
31.
What if you said 31?
And you thought it was
What if
okay
he
for a
said that he thought the
31-year-old
decoy was
man to come to a
31
home
and he said
where a
he was
13-year-old
dyslexic?
girl was alone because why exactly?
I didn't.
Then why did you do it?
Stupidity.
Stupidity.
Honestly.
I suffer from dyslexia. I'm a victim.
There it
I'm a
is.
victim,
Pure
Chris.
stupidity.
There it is.
You sent her that picture.
Yes, right. And I told her they were dirty pictures, and she wanted to see them, so I showed them.
I told
So
her they
because
were
a
dirty.
13-year-old girl says
That's
it's okay
our
for you to do it.
No, it's not, sir. No, sir.
Are you married?
Yes, sir.
How's this going to go over at home?
Not good.
I guess that's what a lot of guys go to.
I had really, really, really.
I do not think that's Serenity. I've never
Really,
sent
sir.
one in my life.
What do you think should happen to you?
Ever. I'm
Honestly,
old. And
I'd like
I've
to be able to
always
just
thought
go
that
back
was
to work.
the
Just go back to work.
stupidest
Walk, get up
thing
there.
to do.
Grab a cookie and walk on out of here.
I'm not saying what I done was right because I know it's wrong. I'm admitting to you that it
Definitely
is
not
wrong.
sending one to a child.
So we're all square, even Steven, and you should just get up and walk out of here.
That's fucking retarded.
I don't know what to tell you. Honestly.
I don't send them to
Well, there's
consenting
a few things that
adults.
you need to know.
As we told you before, he won't get off that easy.
Everything that you've done since
Look
you
at it.
pulled up here.
Look at
has
the
been-
cameras. Look at that fucking boom mic. Like fucking sitting right on top of his head.
Recorded on camera.
Oh, Lord.
Neither will the next potential predators you're about to meet.
Where are you?
Coming up, he's the father of 2 teenage children, but that didn't stop him from making a date with our decoy, posing as another teen.
What was your plan here with this 14-year-old boy?
I mean, we talked about sex and stuff like that, and then
Sure did.
When To Catch a Predator
We
continues.
sure did.
It sure did.
During our undercover investigation here in Fort Myers, Florida, there's been a steady stream of potential predators arriving to keep their dates with someone who told them they were a young teen.
There we go. Now we're back.
10 men the first day and 11 men on the second day. And there's still one more day to go.
Approaching the back door. He's coming through.
Some come looking not for girls, but for boys. Meet
terrible-
23-year-old Ryan
that's a terrible look.
McIntosh, screen name
That really
QX4Boy 19.
Like he
He
came out
owns
of
a
his
high-end
closet
dog boutique. He's here
wearing
to meet
that
a
shirt
boy who told him
and
online
clothes.
he was
It's like,
14.
bro, he's
The
gay.
decoy
Never
says,
mind.
"You won't tell anyone I'm gay, will you?"
I get
And
it.
QX4Boy 19
I get
replies, "If you don't tell anybody,
Makes more
you
sense
blank
now.
my blank." Dell from Perverted Justice,
Oh,
playing
God
the
damn
male
it, Dell.
decoy, invites him in and scoots
Dell
behind the
has
door
played, dude.
before he sees her.
Watched you hear something.
I just whacked my foot on the banister.
Why
I
don't you,
played
make
it all
yourself at
over
home
the
here?
place.
Have a seat. What's going on?
Not much.
Played it all
Like
over the
many
carpet.
other men caught in our investigations, QX4Boy 19 insists he didn't come here for sex with a young teen.
I was just
fuck
going to hang
off.
out, and I felt like I'd be more big brother more than anything. I do
Big
know.
brother.
Yeah,
So you're
sometimes.
coming over to be a mentor.
In a way, yes. And I'm sure you've heard that 20 billion times.
20 billion and one, counting to 9.
I had no intention of having sex with him tonight.
What were you going to do?
Just hang out.
I've never had
But his
sexual
chat log
relations
doesn't make
with
it
that
sound
child.
like he was just here to hang out.
You talk about penis size, whether he's got pubic
Sounds
hair.
like Bill Clinton.
He's all right.
Sounds like Bill.
Horny.
Sounds
You're
like Bill
masturbating while you're
Clinton
talking to
after
him.
how long?
You talk about hooking up, and you say, if you don't tell anybody, you my
I said that?
Like
and you
after
say, I don't want to go to jail.
Lewinsky? Like,
Do you recall that
I've never
conversation?
had
I'm sorry,
sexual
I mean, the issue here is not
with that
gay or
woman.
straight.
No.
The issue here is adult child. In the mentoring conversation that you're saying to me that you were going to have tonight with the 14-year-old, that's not what
Well, I
you were
didn't feel like
saying.
necessarily have that conversation. So I was going to just come out and hang out and see what he's like.
Can't read what his shirt says.
QX4Boy 19 sits and talks to me for more than 10 minutes. Then amazingly, when I start to tell him who I am,
Can you read it?
Well,
No, I
Okay,
can't.
that's not.
he already knows.
I have no idea what it
And
says.
you know. Have you seen the previous stories? You have.
And
Here
as
goes
you'll
the-
hear later,
here we
the
go.
possibility of walking
Here we
into a
go.
Dateline investigation wasn't enough to stop him. Here comes another man who's seen our previous broadcasts.
He's in the laundry room.
He's in the kitchen coming towards the
He
living
was
room.
like 92.
His name is Dallas Lee. He's been chatting online in an AOL gay chat room with a boy posing as a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
It takes him less than 7 minutes to ask the boy if he wants oral sex. The decoy says, okay, cool. And a few hours later, he's walking into our living room.
I'm finishing it right.
Yeah,
got
I was
tips
thinking
like
that at first.
So you're pumped too, huh?
Yeah. So what were you so pumped for?
Oh, not too much.
Find out who
You
the
have a seat
player
right on
is.
the stool there. What you doing here?
Hey, ma'am. Yes,
What you
ma'am.
doing here?
Tony.
Tony.
Good to see you.
And how old is
Hey,
Tony?
girl.
14.
What was your plan here with this 14-year-old boy?
Boy, everyone.
I mean, we talked about sex and stuff like that, and then
You sure did.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I got 2 kids of my own. We can hang out.
fuck
So.
off.
And how old are your kids?
I ain't gonna lie to you, but you can fuck off, sir.
So your daughter is 1 year older than the boy you were coming to visit tonight. Now, how would you feel if your daughter, at the age of 15, was home alone and a man came to visit her?
Honestly, terrible.
Yeah.
I would
And so why is it
I would
okay for
start
you?
Stocking,
not.
slapping
You're
the chick.
absolutely
Maybe
right.
the 12
Honestly,
gauge would be
it's
actually
not.
coming out.
You know, but I was not even set the
I
sex
don't even
aside.
want to know what.
He says he knows
what
it
I would
looks
do.
bad, but he really wanted to be a father figure to the boy who told him he didn't have a dad.
like this.
But if that's so, why did he tell the boy he was 20 years old when he's really 40?
If you're trying to be a
lie?
father
I don't even
figure to
wanna
this
know.
kid, as you have suggested to me you
Yeah,
were trying
fuck
to
off
do, why would you
upstairs.
tell him you were 20 and much closer to his age?
Right. That's
It
a
would
mistake.
seem as though somebody would do that if, in
Exactly,
fact,
and
they
see,
wanted the
that's-
target
Exactly.
to think they
I
were younger
understand
and be
that.
comfortable to have sex.
I understand. I understand what you're
Right?
coming from.
He also understands something else.
As you sit here today, based on this chat, based
Screwing
upon
up.
your arrival here, you
So
are...
Oh, hey,
Not-
happy
not-
birthday,
not-
ma'am.
not a
Yes,
big
I
ma'am.
understand what you're saying. You're right. I
Happy
guarantee it's
birthday.
never going to happen again.
He's coming in, walking.
And there's still another man who comes to the house claiming he's really here to help.
Oh, look
Bottom
at this
step
guy.
in the laundry room.
Happy birthday,
I'm right
and
there.
we
guys.
love
Get
you.
changed. I'll be right there.
We loathe you.
He's 61-year-old Thomas Campbell, J1H
The
3120. He's been
Ferguson
chatting
of
online
myself.
with a decoy posing as a 14-year-old. He graphically describes how he likes to give oral sex to young men. The decoy
Jesus.
asks, is that like your favorite to
Ain't
do?
that
And
straightforward.
J1H 3120 says, yep. And from what most say, it's the best they've had.
No. Where are you at?
I'm right there. Just gotta finish getting changed. Sorry, man. Didn't mean to confuse
Jesus,
you.
start sprinting in.
This guy's
Oh,
gonna
moving
have a
pretty
heart
quick
attack.
there. Why don't you have a seat
Oh
right
my
over there?
God.
Hey,
Chris
Cool.
Hansen.
why, Dilly?
Oh.
Where were you headed there?
Yeah, where were you headed there?
Just talk with it.
Just talk with who?
Tony?
Online, he
She's like
lists
my-
his
she's my
age as
granddaughter.
being in his 40s.
I was
At
gonna
first,
give her
he tells me he's
$20
only
and some hard
49.
candy from my
Later,
pocket.
we learn the truth.
Yeah, she can feel her out of my pocket
You're
from some
61,
candy.
so you're not in your 40s. Like you
The
Well, he's
man
not gonna
starts to
tell her
have a
that.
bit of
He
an
didn't say that to
asthma
Chris.
attack.
Oh, no, of course not.
He was just coming to give her
He
$20.
uses his
It's
inhaler and
granddaughter.
says he's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly.
Then he tells me he had a tough time growing up gay and wanted
Oh,
to help the
right!
young boy he expected to be here.
To
The
help him see
homie.
that
Gay.
it's not really the shameful
Rage-filled virgin coming in
situation that it
hot.
was when I was younger.
So you were here to mentor this boy.
If I could,
up,
yeah,
brother?
if I could, you know.
I was just trying
I
to
don't
help him
mind
be
helping.
the best gay
And did
that
that
he could
mentoring
be.
process
He could be
include
gay.
having sex with him?
Well,
Oh, no.
that could be. He
But
is.
that's not how the
yeah,
conversation
yeah, you're
is.
trying to be the best that he
On the
could
internet,
be.
is it?
He just needed a mentor.
You say, I
Just
love to
needed that
a
extra
young man
motivation.
deep and
Okay.
do you recall that?
It's like with this
I
guy's help,
believe so. This was.
that
Well, I
gay
have the whole transcript
would have been
here.
the best gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, and from what most say, it's the best they've had. The real compliment
best
is when
they
you keep
have.
coming back for more. You'd absolutely love it. I'm in my 40s, but guarantee that I'm not some old guy wanting to perv a young boy. Well, the reality is that you are older.
Uh-huh.
And what's going on here seems pretty pervy, doesn't it?
It does.
A total of 24
Seems
men
that
show
way,
up at the
Chris.
house
That's the
Seems
key
that way.
word.
Oh, yeah,
arrested
yes!
and thrown in jail. But
Oh, yeah,
first,
that's the
they'll
dude that
find
brought
out
his son
they're
with
going
him.
to be on national
Like
television.
five-year-old, like
Coming
five-year-old
up,
son with him
excuse
or
after
something like that.
excuse.
Never have I met anyone underage.
3-year-old, 4-year-old.
I will swear on my mother's grave.
And
Oh yeah,
after
beautiful.
arrest.
Beer.
This is a mistake.
Clothesline.
Then later,
This was
our
a mistake.
undercover cameras
This
capture
was a
an image
mistake.
that's overexposed.
Oh, look at
He's
this
sitting
guy.
there in handcuffs.
You want to
and says
explain yourself?
This is a
When
mistake.
To Catch a Predator
You got the
continues.
wrong guy.
Oops.
They're stalking the chat rooms, then knocking on the door. Welcome back to our latest investigation into computer sex predators. Tonight, we return to Fort Myers, Florida, where we've
Yes,
rented a
sir.
home and equipped it
Predators.
with 13 hidden
It's like a name
cameras.
of a band.
Over the course of 3 days,
Yes,
2
sir,
dozen men
Riggs.
arrived
Turd
at the
and I
undercover
arrived,
house.
coming in
Most all
hot.
the men we met
Hot
had an
and heavy.
excuse and some explaining to do.
Hey.
Here again,
Falkor
Chris
is-
Hansen.
Nicotine hiccups are cleared
The
up.
men walking through
Yeah.
our door range in
And the funny
age
part
from
is I just
20
put
to
another thing
61
Grizzly
and
in.
come from very different
Fine,
backgrounds.
as long
But
as
most of them
at least
say
they've gone
almost
away,
the
so
same
maybe-
thing when I
Maybe you
confront
can
them.
handle your
So
shit
this is the
this
first time you've ever done something like this.
This is
Yeah,
the first
instead
time.
instead
This
of
is
being
my
a
first
baby
one.
back
She's the
fucking
first person I
bitch.
ever considered meeting.
Instead of being a
I've never
baby
done
back
this like
bitch, you handle
You know,
your
I hear
nicotine.
From virtually every person who has walked into this house.
Never have.
Never have I met anyone underage. I will swear on my mother's grave, never.
And there's something else I hear over and over.
Did you bring condoms today?
He has to.
I
I've
always
never
carry
seen
my
her.
on me.
Did you bring condoms with you?
I always
wasn't
carry
around.
condoms with me.
I have them, yeah.
Neither was
I
Dad.
always carry them.
These condoms are still written in
There's some
Trojan.
in the car.
There's happened to be some in the glove box.
No, I always have condoms anywhere
Oh,
I go.
fuck.
These
off.
are
person
the
had been
originals.
eating
These
not
are the
to,
first condoms
because
These
I
are
ever
the-
bought. And they're
These are
still
like
Most
the
are
still
willing to
written.
talk when they don't
They
know
still
they're
had, like,
being
the lamb
recorded
skin.
Still
on hidden
written in
camera.
Trojan on them.
I'm Chris Hansen
like the
with Dateline NBC,
lambskin
and we're doing a
condoms
story about
were
adults
like whatever they were.
Look,
meeting teens
I
on
made
the
these
internet.
myself.
And just like this man,
Yeah,
a
they
mental
were
health counselor
homemade.
for teenagers, when the cameras come out, the potential predators often scurry.
These were passed down.
I'm not going to be
These
on
were
TV.
passed down from
Obviously,
generation
if
to
we didn't walk right out of the
generation.
door, can you
Condoms.
walk out?
It's still on my face, too.
And he's not the
Like
only
how
one.
each
Remember the
firearm
married man
usually
who
is
said his
between
wife
the
would kill
families?
him if she knew what he was
Like
up
my-
to?
That's how the
I'm Chris
That's how the
Hansen with
Armstrong
Dateline
family
NBC.
does it.
Yeah, they
Got 'em
passed
all
out.
on-
If there's
you
anything
got 'em
else you'd
hanging
like
on
to
a
tell us,
clothesline, drying
we'd
out.
like to hear it.
I just made a mistake.
These are yours now.
And I won't do it again.
Yeah. Here you go, Lauren.
And then there were the men who had already
Lauren
seen
Jr.
some of our Dateline computer predator
Oh,
investigations.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. You know.
Oh,
Have you seen the previous stories? You have.
Thank God Lauren
And
never
what was your
bothered
impression of the earlier stories?
I had
Uh-oh.
sex.
Nothing, they were very good
Uh-oh.
coverage.
Man, yes,
Good
man
coverage.
went
They
over
were
the
good
hill.
coverage. I seen one previous
Get the
movie.
big
a
5-0.
month ago.
Okay. And that didn't make you
The
think
big
twice
5-0.
about coming over here to meet a
You got to
14-year-old?
maintain.
It wasn't coming over to have sex with him tonight. I wouldn't do anything with him. I was just coming to talk to him.
And because he's seen a
Love you,
previous
man. Yes,
broadcast,
ma'am.
he
Happy
remembers
birthday.
what happens
Enjoy
next.
today. Thanks
You
for
won't
stopping
have
by
him
today.
Cops up here at that?
And hanging
That's
out
not-
with the
that's
crazy
not up to me.
turd and
No, yeah.
myself.
Okay, thank you.
And just as he suspected, the police are waiting to arrest him.
Get down.
Down, get down.
Here's another
He
man,
also did like the
Dallas Lee,
worm
who
there.
saw one of our broadcasts and still showed up. He came to meet a boy posing as a 14-year-old.
How old is Tony? You ever watch Dateline NBC?
Sometimes, yes, I've seen that.
You've seen the computer predator stories.
Yeah,
Well, this is one of them.
lovely.
And there's more bad news for him when he gets outside.
Oh, lovely.
An officer wearing a type of
Oh,
camouflage
yeah.
to hide in
The
the
ghillie
bushes
suit guy.
comes out and arrests him.
There you go. Goosh!
How much fun would that be?
Oh, I would love it.
As soon as the men leave our
Like, he
house,
probably never
police
gets
work
to wear that
quickly and
thing.
sometimes
No,
aggressively
but-
taking the suspect
oh,
down
yeah,
to the ground.
beautiful.
That's because in Florida, it's
He's probably
relatively
worn that
easy to
ghillie
get a
suit,
permit
like,
to carry a
twice.
concealed
Like a
gun.
couple times,
These
and it's
officers
like, I
aren't
have
taking
to make
any
this
chances.
work.
Anybody get hurt?
Yeah, he was probably riding the department
No,
about getting
24
it.
people.
Yeah.
I need a
No one was
ghillie
injured.
suit.
All the
Someone
officers-
give me a
Gotta have
ghillie suit.
Like, this is
As a
ridiculous.
man is
Like,
being
how does this
arrested, an
department not have
unmarked
a
police
ghillie
vehicle
suit?
moves into position.
And then he's like,
The
finally, it's like
suspect
the
is
second
put
time
into
ever
a
to wear
car and taken to a transfer station. This is the married man, Lee Greer, who hoped his wife would never know that he
can't
showed
believe
up
this
for a
department
date
doesn't
with
have
a
a
girl
ghillie
who
suit.
told him
It's
she was 13.
They're like, all right,
How's this gonna
we're
go
gonna give
over
you a
home?
goddamn
I
ghillie
really,
suit to shut
really
the fuck up.
Like for it not
got to go home.
Oh my God.
Here, let us arrest a couple people, and then we'll get you a
You on
ghost.
vacation or something? No, I'm down here working.
His picture is taken.
Thank you.
And when the police search his rental car, they start collecting evidence.
This is supposed to bring condoms, booze, and lunch.
He's coming around back.
And remember that man, Kenneth Fortin, who online asked a girl claiming to be 15 if he could tie her up? Look what the police find in his car.
So there's rope? There's rope.
The rope he said that he had.
He did admit to me that he had rope in his car, but he denied bringing anything else.
Did you bring condoms with you?
No.
No. Not in your car?
No.
Did you bring marijuana?
No.
Are you sure?
Did you bring the devil's lettuce?
Turns out he wasn't telling me the truth.
He was lying.
The
He
police
does
find the
have
marijuana
What do you got going? A little bit of weed.
and a box of
A little
condoms.
bit of weed. That's it.
All of the
That's it.
24
You're
men
done.
who were arrested outside our house were
That's the
down,
sad part at the
Peter,
time.
attempted lewd
That
and
was the sad
lascivious
part at the
behavior
time.
with a
You
minor
gotta,
and
like,
attempting to solicit a child over the
pull over or
internet.
something like that with
David
weed.
Schumacher.
They all went before a judge,
You're like,
and bail
fuck.
was set.
There's probable cause
been-
on all
like
the
I said,
charges.
I've been
There's a
arrested a
$50,000
lifetime.
bond.
Many say they are
I smoke
innocent, but they
weed,
will have to wait to be
and I
arraigned
smoke
before they can
cigarettes,
plead
so
not guilty.
if I get arrested, if I
Including
get
the
pulled
next
over
man
10
you're about to
times,
meet. Online, he's
10
very
times, I'm
clear
gonna
about
have
what he
weed on
wants
me.
to do
Okay,
with the
Cat Lady.
underage girl.
10
And what he
times.
does when he
Like,
shows up will be
I'm gonna be
hard for you
arrested
to
for
believe.
You want to explain
I've been,
yourself?
Like 13 times.
Grab that
I've
towel
been
right there,
arrested
please.
For weed.
Wrap it around yourself, and please sit in that stool.
Sit down in that
It was
goddamn
also hard
stool.
for officers to believe that strange encounter is coming up next.
You're naked. There's a 14-year-old girl. You're chasing a cat around.
You're chasing a cat.
To Catch a Predator continues in a moment.
Chasing a cat around.
Oh my God, Stacy, that would have been awesome.
What are you driving so I know to look for you? Oh wait, pick up
You know, your good old Falkor here at the devil's
Okay,
lettuce.
I'll see you soon then, okay?
A perverted justice decoy is playing the part of a 14-year-old named Cindy. She's talking to this man, Marvin Lackham, screen name Crazy Trini 85. They met in an online chat room. Cindy tells him she's a virgin, and he sends her a picture of his genitals. Crazy Trini 85 asks her if she'll try anal sex and adds, it's better than regular sex.
That's
Then
the
he
one
asks
thing I
her
noticed
if
with
she
a
has
lot of these
jacuzzi.
pedos. They went with the butt sex. A lot. Like immediately.
I'm a you in there. And on your mom's bed?
Jesus.
Why not my bed?
That too. I'm a you in every room, so no matter where you go, you'll remember me.
Next, he asks her if she has any pets. Cindy says she has a male cat, and you won't believe what Crazy Trini 85 asks next.
You know what would be a huge turn on for me?
He wants to watch her perform a sex act on a cat. He says people do it all the time. They discuss it further on the phone, where he tells her they'll need Cool Whip.
I got some
The
great
decoy
crap,
says she'll
Jugga.
try it if he's willing
that
to
is a
strip off
lie,
all his
sir.
clothes and walk into her house naked.
That's him right there. He's pulling in the driveway.
As
Is
we
that a
told
Ford
you,
fucking
according to
Ranger?
law enforcement, asking a suspect to bring or do something
Ford
specific
Ranger!
demonstrates intent.
There's like a green thing over the back door.
The decoy keeps talking to him as he walks up the
That's a
driveway.
Ford
I'm
fucking
gonna find
Ranger.
my cat quick, okay? Just strip in there and I'll be out
Get
with the
pulled
cat.
up in.
Alright?
He's coming around.
Okay, yeah, just like whatever you want. I
Not my
guess totally
Ford fucking
naked, because that
Ranger.
was the deal, right?
This is a man who apparently
You
sticks
know
to
my
a deal.
Discord.
He walks in
I
the
mean,
back
most of a lot
door,
of Ford
takes
fucking
off all his
Rangers.
clothes in the laundry room, and goes in search of the decoy.
Right. I wonder where she is.
Wait, just take a seat.
Oh, look at this guy.
Oh, I found her.
Look
I
at
think
this
she's
guy.
over here.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Oh, I think
You
she's
wanna
right in
explain
here.
yourself?
Oh!
Oh!
Surprise! Where's
Wrap it
that
around
surprise,
yourself.
motherfucker?
And please sit in that stool. What are you
Run like
doing?
Dexter.
Making a mistake.
Sergeant
What are
Doakes.
you doing?
Surprise, motherfucker.
What is going on in your mind?
Hello?
You don't know. Now, what do you think would have happened, Marvin, had I not been here and had there actually been a
Marvin in the
14-year-old girl in that next room? What would have happened after you walked in there naked?
Something probably would have happened.
Something like what?
Something would have
along
happened.
Sexual lines.
Like you would have had sex with a 14-year-old girl.
I'm not sure if I would have done that.
Oh no, nothing
Marvin,
like
you're
that.
naked.
I was
Yeah, I
here for the
wouldn't have
cat.
gone all the way.
You went all the way when you took your clothes off, just about.
I hope
Then
so.
I asked him about the plans he talked
I
about
hope someone brought
online
out a
for the cat.
flamethrower and just burned
You
the
know
hell
what would be
out
a
of
huge
that
turn
bar
on for me?
stool.
What? Watching you blank him, meaning the cat.
Jesus.
She says, I don't think I want to blank the cat. Would you, for me? You're going to make this 14-year-old girl perform a sex act on a cat.
You should have said blank the cat again.
Just blank the
Was that your
blank.
plan?
Who's gonna have her
Well, why
blank
did you
the
say it
cat?
then?
And blank it
I was just
again.
messing around with it. I wasn't
You're just
taking it
messing
serious.
around.
I really wasn't just about the cat.
You gave her instructions
You're gonna
about
blank
using Cool
the
Whip.
blank
Very specific
of the cat.
instructions. I mean, I can only imagine what would have been going on in this house
Only imagine.
had I not been here.
It was like a 3-ring circus.
Am I wrong to think that?
No, you're not.
So what's going to be happening if I'm not here? You're naked. There's a 14-year-old girl. You're chasing
We'll
a
do
cat around.
Lawrence.
You've got Cool Whip,
Infamous.
and you want this girl to do some sex act with the cat, and then you'll have sex with her.
Right after
Is that
this.
accurate?
Accurate?
Yes.
Huh?
Then Crazy Trini 85 asks for some water.
Some water?
Yes, please.
I saw that
I'm getting,
running around naked.
I'm
Got
getting
you
a little
pretty,
flushed.
Dried out then, huh?
I get a little parched.
Look at the bottle of water. Looks like it's nice and cold too.
Yeah.
Have you ever met any
Oh yeah,
young
it's a
girls
nice
online?
cold. It's
Quite
a little
refreshing.
parched.
Yeah, this is the first time, which will never happen again. I can tell you that.
The nearly
Yeah,
naked
'cause you're gonna be in
man starts
prison.
laughing.
Yeah,
So it's
bitch.
funny.
No, this is. I'm just thinking it to myself that this would never happen again.
Hope you like prison
This
food.
is something else. It's not right.
So you're promising me right now that you'll never
It's
I'm
gonna be a
promising myself
long,
that
hard
I'm
hook
not-
night
up with a
for you,
14-year-old girl
boy.
online, tell her to have sex with the cat, and walk into her house naked.
Not even under 19.
Oh, fuck off.
I'm just.
Not
no.
even under.
I'm
19.
promising that to myself, not even to you.
Right.
Just to. This is not good.
Now he's about
Hello?
to find out that he just made that promise
Are you
on
awake, sir?
national television.
Well, there's something else you need to
I
know.
hope they burned it.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet teens online.
You're sitting there naked in a towel.
Now, if there's anything else you'd like
And
to
then
say
the cameras
about
come out
this
on you.
predicament you're now in,
Oh my
we'd
god.
love to hear it.
Just trust me, it'll never happen again.
Oh
If
yeah.
there's nothing else you have to say, then you're
Oh,
free to
yeah.
walk out that door where you stripped naked and walked in. You can keep the towel.
I'll just leave it in the laundry room.
That's fine.
I'll
Once
just
he
leave it
gets
in the
his
laundry
clothes
room.
back on, he walks outside and is
I would've
arrested by
kept the
that
towel.
camouflaged.
How funny would it have been if he just like walked out of the house with just a towel on and forgot to put his clothes on back on, and he just like walked out.
I'm pretty sure he knew he was naked. And he was like the only thing in his head. But he's wishing he had clothes on the whole time. Oh,
I was
those aren't
just
clothes
wishing.
right now.
I was just wishing that for like that split second that it hit me. I was like, I wish
I would have stolen. I would have been like, if Chris gave me the towel, I'm definitely keeping the towel. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right.
You're like, all right. At least I got something
He's
to
like,
keep with.
He's all mad.
Officer.
He's like, I'll leave it in the laundry room.
Oh, we got a ghillie suit
outside
guy.
and is arrested by
Oh, I
that
love this.
camouflaged officer.
This is hot. Scared the shit out of him.
He's taken to the
Yeah, that's the one
transfer
where the guy,
station
like,
and
jumped.
searched.
Yeah. Oh!
Where do you live at? In Florida. On your own business or what? No, just
Business or pleasure?
being stupid.
He's photographed and then taken to
We'll
jail.
mark that as pleasure.
This is the person who apparently walked into the room naked.
The next
okay
day,
with you,
he's
we'll
brought
mark it
before a
down as
judge,
pleasure then.
and bail is set.
That does come out to $50,000.
Yeah, so it wasn't business,
and
so
that's
we're
all
just
for
gonna
today.
mark that.
Thank you, Judge.
So what's next for these men? Find out when we come back.
What's next for
Chris
these men
Hansen joins
is
us.
a rough night in
Prison.
jail.
What's
Yeah.
next? Prison.
Prison.
And Chris Hansen joins us now. Chris, these investigations this month have just drawn a huge response, thousands and thousands of emails. And one question we're consistently hearing is, why are all of these suspected predators men? Not a single woman. Is there a reason for that?
We just haven't seen any women in our investigations. The experts say that there are women predators. They just go after kids they know. They're more comfortable with that. Male predators, like the anonymity and the other accessibility offered by the internet.
You know, we've heard some other viewers say that they think someone in their community may be a predator. Don't know what to do. What can you tell them?
Don't try and do a sting operation by yourself. The FBI office locally, the police, sheriff's department, they're all very receptive to this kind of crime, and they'll do something about it.
Are there other options? I mean, short of jail. What about treatment for some of these?
Prison and punishment is critical, Stone, but the experts tell us that there has to be more treatment options out there for when these guys get out of prison, because there's a chance they'll reoffend. And without that, we're really not going to find a solution to this problem.
That's what I'm saying.
Look at both
There's plenty
potential solutions.
I went to school with a girl that got caught.
Solution to this. There has to be punishment and there has to be treatment.
Chris Hansen, thanks.
Thanks, Tom.
The teacher
of course,
that
the reason we've been doing these stories over the past few weeks is to bring home to families the real.
Yeah, and she got caught sleeping with students, with children.
Oh shit!
So it happens. I don't know how many either. She got caught by one, but it could have been others too. Who knows?
Yeah. So I'm gonna find Lauren's infamous sting, and then we'll do probably one more infamous one that I like, and then we'll probably call it a night after that. So let's give me 1 second so I can find it real quick. But that's crazy, bro. That's fucking wild. So we're gonna go off of Raptor Bacon. Shout out. Yeah. That it was going around doing that shit. That's crazy though. Like, oh shit.
He's coming back.
Damn. That's wild, man. Alright. Freaking Lauren freaking Armstrong. Ladies and
Back, Casey. He's trying to make sure he can see you.
In a few minutes, our next potential predator will probably be thinking he too should have stayed away.
Okay, his name is Lauren, L-O-R, and you're
Bigfoot got him.
He should have condoms, pizza, bracelet, and a can.
Lauren.
Hey, I'm glad you could come.
Hey, girl.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
I just love that.
Turns out,
Glad you could come.
Hey, girl.
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
turns out today's his birthday. He's 37-year-old Lauren Armstrong.
And your birthday is ruined from here on out. Regardless.
Another just
construction worker. He's been chatting with a girl posing as a 13-year-old for more than a month. It's one
like
of the
every year
longest
for your
chat logs
birthday,
we've ever
you
seen.
get to remember.
407
From
pages.
here on out.
Using the screen name Lauren A20014, he tells her how to masturbate and then asks her if she wants to see him naked. She agrees and he turns on his webcam. He wants her to look at his penis.
Would you like to see it up close so you can get a better look at it?
Oh my gosh. I guess.
Oh,
if you want to show me.
After chatting with the decoy, posing as a 13-year-old for just 6 days, he expresses his deep love for her.
I wish I could marry you right now, because I would do it. That's how special you are to me, and that's how much I love you.
But he clearly knows what he's doing is wrong.
Or in the
Telling her
groomer.
to delete all evidence of their chat log.
Okay. Delete your archives and remember, Mrs. Kayla Marie Armstrong.
I don't know why the narrator said
Okay.
it like that.
Delete your archive.
Telling her to delete all evidence of their chat log.
Okay. Delete your archives and remember, Mrs. Kayla Marie Armstrong. I love you more than anything.
He was so excited to be here, and he came walking in very proud, very excited.
It's a massager
Oh my
chair.
God,
It
look
vibrates
at
when
that.
you press the buttons.
Look, oh my God.
Go on.
I thought you
Oh
had
my
blonde
God.
hair.
Do you like it? I dyed it by myself.
I think it's pretty.
Thank you.
It's very pretty.
Well, weren't you going to bring me something?
Well, yes, I was. And I did.
Did you
And I
bring
did.
me condoms?
Yes, I did.
Where are they?
Out in the truck.
Well, what good are they going to do in the
Stupid
truck
ass
if we're in
face.
here?
Well. Yell at me.
What are they going to do in the truck if we're in here?
Well. Yell at me, why don't you?
Look at that fucking. Look at that. Look at that. Look at
Idiot.
Look at that fucking like a lizard mouth.
Well, yell at me, why don't you?
Oh my. Oh, Falkor's dying.
I haven't had a kiss yet.
I haven't had a good round.
Well, then what did you,
You
want to do?
never will either. Well, I want to kiss first.
And then what?
Can I have a kiss first?
Well, let's talk first.
Okay.
Here.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
A little bit, not as bad as what you thought you would be.
Are you nervous, Lauren?
I like seeing you in person.
Yeah, I like seeing you too.
That
What you thought you would be.
He looks like he never meant to do it.
I like.
Oh, that like tongue, like that tongue move.
He's coming. He is totally coming
Yeah, I
across
like
like
seeing
he
you
never
too.
meant to do
Good.
it.
Oh yeah.
Hi, sir.
He just
Oh,
shit
who's
his
this
pants.
How are
guy?
you doing?
He just shit
Who
his
is this
pants.
guy?
He just shit his
So what are you up
pants.
to tonight?
Not a whole lot.
Well, I'll tell you, for the last...
Your daughter.
I just love that like little plop.
Wait, how are you doing?
What's happening?
Not too
Chris
much.
does right there. Like, look at that phone book.
It's like this is as thick as we've ever seen.
So what are you up to tonight?
Not a whole lot.
No whole
I'll tell you,
lot.
for the last several days, you've been up to a lot. You're a pretty prolific chatter there. You want to explain yourself?
It supposedly was
Not really.
working.
I never really was gonna do anything.
You weren't really going to do anything.
No.
I was just.
So you brought
I wasn't
condoms.
gonna do anything.
What else did you bring?
I was just
I
hanging
brought her a
out.
bracelet.
And she is how old?
She's supposed to be 13.
And how old are you?
37.
Now, besides all this chat here, and we'll go through that in a minute, you
All
also
this
sent
chat here.
a whole bunch of pictures. Now, why would you think that's appropriate?
Oh.
Snot.
It's not. You
Snot.
tell her to delete.
Snot.
It's not.
Snot.
You tell her to delete her archives.
I didn't want her to get in trouble by her parents.
Yeah, ladies, delete
You talk
their
about
archives from the
getting
phone.
married to her. Getting married. She's 13.
I meant when she was 18.
You were going to marry her when she turned 18. What do you think ought to happen?
Yeah, we were
I
just.
think I should go to counseling to get off the internet. I can do some things I can't do that. Oh my God.
What about your being a pedophile?
Well, there's something I got to tell
Yeah,
you.
being a pedophile.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on it.
Oh
Now, you're free to
yeah.
walk
Oh, yeah,
Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on it.
Oh, you see
Now,
the
you're free to
camera.
walk out of this house right now. If
Yeah.
there's anything else you want to
Size
say,
of
now
that
would be the time to
big old
say it.
camera.
He has nothing further to say.
You can't
and
get out
tries
of
to
there
make a
fast
quick
enough.
I just
Oh,
love.
that camera is
I love.
huge.
I love how Decon has also stated it. Like, look how he leans. Like when he walks.
You want to say, now would be the time to say
Like
it.
he pointed
He
it
has
out.
nothing
he has,
further
like,
to
this
say.
Lean, like he like almost like got rocked so many times. Like took so many body shots by Chris that he's like freaking leaning now. He's like leaning awkwardly.
Tries to make a quick exit, apparently not knowing what's in store for him outside.
Sheriff's office down!
Oh, shoot him! Shoot him!
Put your hands on your back.
I ain't behind the
He's
back.
taken to the local police station where his
paddy
car
wagon.
is searched.
On Mr. Armstrong's truck, we found some condoms, a variety pack, plus some jewelry.
And later, he's interviewed by law enforcement.
Man, how awesome would it have been if Detective Reed was able to interview Lauren? She would have been, I bet you would have, Lauren. She would have been awesome to interview Lauren, I think. Miss Reed. Let's see. I'm going to get to my favorite pedo and then call it a night, y'all. Alright. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, Miss Reed would have been hilarious. Interview Lauren. I bet you would have. I'm sure you have, Lauren. I'm sure you have. All right. Let's see. The last pedo of the night. One of my favorites. It's going to be Bald Beaver Hunter. Off of, I thought you were a therapist. Off of Saul's channel. I know
Hey!
So what will happen this time when Dateline is present? It seems
Hey,
some
girl.
potential predators are getting the message. KBI Commissioner David James says chat rooms are filled with men afraid to show up.
Once they found out that the girl was in Kentucky, that we're not going to come to Kentucky because that's where they arrest people for doing this.
Golly. But as always, that doesn't stop everyone. Stay tuned for the laughter.
Well, you think this is funny?
No,
It's a big joke.
The tears.
You ever watch a program called Dateline NBC?
He literally would have sung like a
In the
canary,
attempted getaway.
Stacy. Oh, I love that yell. Love that scream. Yeah, if Miss Reed would have gotten a hold of Lauren, he would have sung like
Walking
a fucking
into our
bird.
undercover house is 39-year-old John Elliott, a factory worker for a window company. He's driven 2.5 hours to meet a girl who told him she was 12 and home alone. It's after 1 o'clock in the morning.
I was just watching some TV. Come sit down.
We've hired this 19-year-old actress, Casey, to be our decoy and company.
I love his
He's
little
driven
dance he
2.5
does.
hours
It's like, I
to
need
meet
to
a
pee
girl
first.
who told him she was 12 and home alone. It's after 1 o'clock in the morning.
I was just watching some TV. Come sit down.
Oh, I thought he already
We've
did.
hired
God
this
damn it.
19-year-old actress, Casey,
Never mind.
to be our decoy. Elliot
I've seen
seems
it.
to think
Oh, there it
she's
is.
a 12-year-old virgin who's been chatting with online for the past month. Using a screen name so disturbing
You gotta
we
sit
can't
down.
broadcast it,
Hold
he
it.
tells the decoy about his fantasy of being with a young girl.
You were asking me about what I was
Yeah.
daydreaming about.
These
Well, that's
gays are
it.
the best.
You nude and me licking you.
He continues to chat
yeah,
with the decoy about his fixation with giving her oral sex and adds that as he's talking to her, he's nude and thinking bad thoughts.
I just never thought I would openly tell a young girl that.
Is okay with me.
But as soon as I saw your pic, I was like, man,
It's okay with me.
I'd give anything I could to have one night
Oh,
with her.
shit.
At one point, he tells...
I need to replay this. I didn't change. I forgot to rechange. I have to replay this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm an idiot. Operator error. I'm an idiot.
Will happen this time when Dateline is present. It seems some potential predators are getting the message. KBI Commissioner David James says chat rooms are filled with men afraid to show up.
Yeah, I'm changing
Once
it,
they found out
Minnesota.
that the girl was
I'm
in
sorry.
Kentucky, that we're not going to come to Kentucky because that's where
And
they
welcome,
arrest
my
people
friend.
for doing this.
Thank you.
But as always, that doesn't
We're
stop
stopping by.
everyone. Stay tuned for the laughter.
Minnesota radical.
Well, you think this is funny?
No.
Operator error.
The tears.
You ever watch a program called Dateline NBC?
Oh, come on.
And the attempted getaway.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, out of the vehicle.
Hey, come on in.
Oh, God damn it.
Hey. House is 39-year-old John Elliott, a factory worker for a window company. He's driven 2.5 hours to meet a girl who told him she was 12.
Here we go. My favorite dance of all time.
1 o'clock in the morning.
I was just watching some TV.
It's the one you do when you go to the club.
We've hired this 19-year-old actress, Casey, to be our decoy. Elliot seems to think she's the 12-year-old girl he's been chatting with online for the past month. Seems to think she's
double dice shake.
Casey to be our decoy.
One more time.
Elliot seems to think she's the 12-year-old girl
And then leading in something like, oh man, shit, my
Using
pants.
a screen name
Like,
so
oh,
disturbing we can't broadcast it. He tells the decoy about his fantasy of being with a young girl.
You were asking me about what I was daydreaming about. Well, that's it. You nude and me licking you.
He continues to chat with the decoy
Oh,
about
God.
his fixation with giving her oral sex. And adds that as he's
that
talking
sounds
to her,
terrifying.
he's nude and thinking bad thoughts.
I just never thought I would openly tell a
Jeffrey
young
Dahmer?
girl that.
Is okay with me.
But as
Settle
soon
down
as I
there.
saw
Is
your
okay
pic,
with
I
me.
was like, man,
It's
I'd
okay
give
with me.
anything I could to have one night with
How a
At
nice
one point, he tells
compliant
her his
13-year-old.
hobby is taking pictures of himself masturbating and then sends the decoy some of those shots. And he doesn't
As
stop
Mr.
there.
Gigi would say.
Later, he sends her child pornography, a photo of a girl engaging in a sex act.
That girl is young.
How young?
I think 14.
Wow.
At one point, he seems to fear she might be a policewoman. But as you can see,
Where's Owen Wilson?
that doesn't stop him from showing up.
Here, let me turn off my Bluetooth.
Showing up.
Yes, the first door on the left. I let him go to the bathroom, and when he came out, he seemed a little more relaxed. He was a little
Oh my God,
more
that
comfortable
giant
that,
fucking
you know, okay,
earpiece.
She let me go to the bathroom.
He's
We're
a
gonna be
go-to
there a
move of
while.
all pedos.
Gosh, you're pretty.
Thank
You know what? That's what I'm going to assume. Anytime I see someone with a Bluetooth earpiece like that, I'm going to assume you're a fucking pedo.
So what are your plans?
Sorry,
What are
not
you
sorry.
thinking? Yeah.
I mean, that was, you know, how we talked on the internet.
As the decoy presses him, he stops smiling and seems to get suspicious. She asks him about that photo he sent her of the girl receiving oral sex.
Oh, that picture you sent me with the 14-year-old girl. Was she really 14?
I don't know. I just found it off of a guy off the internet when we were talking.
Is that like what you wanted to do?
That's what I want to do, but I can't. There's something in me that just.
Oh, God damn it. Hey, Turd.
Yeah?
I think our stream ended. I think I did something.
Huh.
It says stream unavailable.
Huh, that's weird.
Or is it?
Oh, well.
Or am I still live?
Let's see.
Or what did I do?
Let me take a look. No, looks like says we're live.
Oh, okay.
Stream unavailable. I don't think they can hear.
Ah. Oh, I think it's because of the channel I'm on.
Oh, yeah, it could be.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, policy violations.
Let's see. Here we go. Let's just, let's see here. Give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second.
I don't think. I'm
gonna think of something. I'm gonna pick someone else. Give me a second. I know who. I'm gonna pick someone else. Let's see. Where is he at? Fuck. It might be, give me 1 second. No. Sorry. Actually, you know what? Let's do this one and then call it a night. Top 5 pathetic Top 5 pathetic predators. There. I can't even read. There we go. Then we're gonna call it a night here. Thank you. Thank you.
Just stay tight, and we'll go to the front door.
Remember, we asked our previous suspect to go out the back way so he wouldn't scare off our next visitor.
Hi, how are you doing? Come on in.
He's Paul Clemente.
Go in the back. We don't want you scaring off.
Oh my god. Oh my god, they still let the fucking Ultima.
Clemente spoke online with someone he thought was a 13-year-old girl. At
piling
first,
up cars.
Clemente says she's too young, but soon asks her if she's had sex and what position she's used. Finally, he gets down to business.
So when's the time I could come to your house? Of course when your mom is not around. I'm asking when, so we can go out.
Clemente asks if she's had sex in a hot tub. When the decoy answers yes, he writes back,
You're making me horny.
For good measure, he sends along this picture of his penis. Then he tells her something that really surprises us.
You're gonna be my first.
That's right. He may think she's 13, but he's the one who says he's a virgin. Now, the 22-year-old virgin is in the house.
Right,
can you pour me a drink
virgin
really
in
fast?
prison.
Oh my god, he's gonna get his cherry
Yeah,
pop.
I'm just gonna go get my hair ready. I'll be right back.
Take your time.
I'm excited, by the way.
Take your time.
So you excited too? How you doing?
There he goes, Michael Schumacher.
I'm sorry.
Please have a seat.
I'm sorry.
What were you doing here?
It's all his attitude changed real fast.
She said she was excited to see you. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna sneak this guy
Could've
back to
known
the
better.
trailer.
As we're having our conversation inside, outside, the Long Beach police decide this is a good time to sneak into the backyard and arrest our earlier visitor.
First subject in custody.
I didn't say anything bad, sir.
Didn't say anything bad.
Look how old that
If he
Mountain
says
Dew
he
can
didn't
is.
say anything bad, what about what he showed her, like the picture of his genitals?
I want to show you something.
Sir, please.
You sent her that photograph.
Sir,
Is that?
please.
Did you send that to her?
Yes, sir.
To somebody who said she was a 13-year-old girl.
Oh my God.
Why did you think that was an okay thing to
I
do?
got a policy
Sir,
thing again.
she said it's okay.
Are you serious?
She said it's okay. So
Wonder why.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm subscribed to this. Oh, TCAP Central. So I'm subscribed to. I don't know.
because a 13-year-old girl says it's okay.
Oh, that's bullshit. I might. Hold on. I'm gonna try one more.
That's him coming in.
I'm gonna try one more. Your boy's gonna try one more. And I swear to God. Let's try it. Try this. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let's try this guy.
At you.
Yep, I see him.
He would have a cane. He has cerebral palsy.
No, you come in.
Cerebral
He
palsy.
drove up as close as he could to the door so he didn't have to walk as far because he has the cane. I told him to come on inside and he finally agreed.
Meet Dustin McFetridge. He's 26 years old, divorced, suffers from cerebral palsy, and collects Social Security benefits. He's driven 5 hours to have sex with a girl posing as a 13-year-old. As you'll find out, this isn't his first time chatting inappropriately with a minor. Our decoy Casey starts to feel sorry for him as she watches him struggle to get out of the car. But then she remembers what he'd been saying online.
When you listen to him talking, he really is no different. He still is wanting to have sex with a little girl.
Using the screen name Wrestling Dude East Tennessee, he asks the girl if he could be her first at sex.
What have you done with a guy?
Nothing.
Wow. So I'd be your first at everything?
Yeah.
After he tells the decoy about his disability, he moves on to talking about anal and oral sex. He asks if he can shave her private parts and later makes a rather bizarre request.
People
Send
with
me a pair of your
cerebral palsy
panties.
are actually really
Pick
cool.
a pair you want me to have and wear them for 2 or 3 days straight.
For real?
Good at having sex.
Yeah. He also asks her if he can have a three-way with the decoy and her sister, and he repeatedly asks the girl to marry.
This sucks. My stream ain't
And
playing.
did it again?
Yeah, my thing ain't streaming. I mean, well, I guess I'll just have to end it from here.
Yeah. I'm pretty fucking...
I'm tired.
Yep.
So, if you guys can hear me and Turd, thank you for stopping by. I had fun hanging out with my boy here, Turd. It's been a lot of fun.
Heck yeah, boy.
So we might be doing this shit again at some point again.
Yeah, boy. This is a good time. I like these. These are fun.
Yeah, I did too. I had a lot of fun. So, if you guys can hear this, I love you guys. Subscribe. We're on the road to 500. And I'll do something crazy when we get to 500. I don't know.
Jump in ice water.
Yeah, something.
Ice water bath.
I think my next thing is to get a tattoo of Falkor. Actually, the actual Falkor. For the never-ending story.
A luck dragon.
I'll get a dragon. I'll get a
A
dragon
luck
tattoo.
dragon. A luck dragon.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for stopping by.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Peace out.